Hello, hello. Good evening. Little Bambo. How's it going? How's it going? Hello. So the videos are not yet on YouTube. I have them on YouTube. They are set to private currently. If I wanted to right now, which I will actually do that right now. Give me one hot second and I will turn that off. Go to my videos and make it all public because it should be. Let me see here. Title. So we've got public, 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 and this is a second video. Okay. Okay. They are now on the YouTubes and yeah. How's it going though? How are you guys doing? Sorry, I'm kind of caught up in this now. Where do I go? I'm still so new to YouTube that this is hard on my brain. Add to playlist. D&D. I wish it would tell me if it was in a playlist already. Okay. All right, everything is in a playlist now. Playlist, D&D. Let's do. How's everybody doing though? How are all of you today? I hope well. I'm just gonna put these in order really quickly, and then you will have my full attention. 5 goes here, and then I don't share. Copy this. Okay, this is the playlist. Informations. There you go. Enjoy, little master. I hope that works. Okay. But hi, you guys. How's it going? Happy Friday. Form, good morning. Oracle, good morning. Husher, good morning. It's not friggin' morning. Evening. Dr. Overdose, how are you? Ari, I hope you're well. Maddie, good to see you again. Joe and Tay, weekend indeed. RPS, thanks for the lurk. How are you? And Hazard, hi. Hi, Silent. Thank you for doing the poll earlier. I hope that you're well. I know that you are, I think. Little Master, welcome in, though. Hope that you're having a good day today. Stella Ravi, hello. I hope I'm not missing anybody. Mother Trucka. How you doing? Okay, you finished Ragnarok? Ooh, I hope it was good. This is the recap is that we are all going to die. Wait, no, that's not right. Wait, who won the poll? Holy Discord notifications, they all just popped up in the social post channel. So that worked. Beautiful. That's how it's supposed to work. Hi, Omni, how are you? Cool. Well, I guess that that worked. I'll have to make an actual like command for that YouTube link. Oh my god.
For some D&D.
I'm ready for some D&D. Are you guys ready for some D&D? They're ready. We're all like on the edge of our seats trying to figure this out. And like just terrified of what's gonna happen. Dr. Overdose, thank you for the bits. Thank you. Hi Sam, how are you? Still have some cleaning up to do. That's awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed the story. Okay, so happy Friday. I hope you're having a great day so far. If you missed the session last week or the week before, check out the quest, or I just made a YouTube playlist. You can look at that too. But I think we're probably gonna just get straight into it, because Are you guys ready? Okay.
Maybe.
It sounds like they're ready, so let's do it. Ow! That's the wrong thing. Shit. Okay, hold on. Let me close out of these. Boop, boop,
What's
boop.
up? Oh. Do 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 do.
Okay.
We're doing it. Oh. Hi, Dead Aussie Gamer. I'm so scared. Are we gonna do rollies first and then the recap? Are we doing rollies this week?
Yeah, we're doing rollings. We're gonna do a little history reveal again, right? A little bit about the world. Maybe it might be apt again to do a little bit of more talking about the dragons, little dragon action.
Dragoons.
Just as an idea.
Nice.
Did you want to do introductions first, or what did you want to do?
Is there music playing? Oh, I
There
have
is
the
music
tab
playing.
muted.
Oh. I slaved away pressing update on that so you could have cool music.
Sorry. Okay, so introductions. Hi, my name is Potaytosaurus. This is my channel, so you might know me that way. But here I'm Carouse. I am a Wood Elf Ranger.
Hello, my name is Sad Silent. I'm playing Yuki Sato, a human rogue.
Hi, sure.
On Tears, I am Husher, the game master, dungeon master, and all around pretty cool guy. I like Netflix and stuff.
And I am Brea, the half-elf barbarian.
I am Garmy, the forest gnome wizard, who's apparently doing the recap in a little bit.
Okay.
All right, do we want to talk a little bit about dragons first, or do we want to do rollies first?
Up to you, Goblin Lord.
I was gonna leave it to the streaming lady.
Well, I think we should do rollies first, and
Sure.
then the recap maybe after the rollies.
All right, let's
Just give people
let's
some
do
time to come in.
let's do the battle for the ages. We're gonna do Potaytosaurus versus Sad Silent.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't that always happen?
But
And
don't
he always
forget,
beats me.
she could take your potato if you win. She could take your
You have
mod
a
frozen
potato?
potato.
Ooh.
She could take your meal.
You
And
have
then
a
we'll
potato?
do Garmy versus Brea.
It's mod potato.
Yeah.
Your mod potato. All right. So let's Potatosaurus, you go first.
Hold on a second.
You're not poisoned anymore, Silent. So your rolls are. Don't mind me. I'm getting Jack Russell attacked.
Hold on just a second.
Now,
Sorry.
now that I'm not poisoned, my rolls are all going to be terrible.
I believe in you.
Who's rolling first? Tay or Silent?
Sorry, I am.
She was doing something here.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, whoa, what happened?
18. Have fun beating that one.
Oh, caroused, ready to. She's getting ready for the rumble in the jungle.
It's all good, so don't worry about it.
One
Beach
carouse.
on
Wait, you
opposite day.
changed your name to Juliana? You did? When did that happen?
Just like 5 minutes ago. I just
You're
want to
not-
see if it works.
Are you gonna keep it like that?
No, I'm going to change it back to
Okay.
Yuki.
I was so confused. Oh my god. Ooh, okay. So I got the first one. Here's number 2.
You got this, Silent. Potato
Whoa!
is yours.
Oh my, I don't got this. It's,
Oh, wow.
okay.
2-0. Will it be a shutout? Please
We're
no.
only sneak attacking today. Oh my lord.
Oh my gosh!
What in the devil? What the devil?
3-0.
But wait a minute, because Silent had the special thingy mabob last week. So if I won, doesn't that mean that he loses that?
You did say last week you didn't like my ideas, so we're starting from scratch.
That's cool.
I thought we said we were gonna decide this week.
I'll let you decide. We'll see what you get, and then we'll
see who wins.
We'll see what happens. That person gets to make the choice. All right, let's clear it up, and then let's do the next battle. Brea, ladies first. Your turn, please. Lucky number 13. Does the gnome have it in him? He's spotty.
Not
So
my
close.
first. Not in my first roll.
All right, 1 for Brea, 0 for Garth. She's giving you a chance. She went down a number. Please don't roll an 8. Yeah.
Oh,
1-1.
1 to 1.
okay.
I'm coming for your potato.
Leave it.
Where'd you guys get
Look.
potatoes?
It scared me, and I rolled a 4.
Oh, the barbarian's been intimidated by the gnome to tip the turns table.
Oh.
Oh, 2 to 1. All right.
Okay, wait, I have a question. Because so many people have been saying it's how the turns table. It's always been how the tables turn, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I thought I was going fucking crazy.
It's just funnier the wrong way.
Am I hearing that right? Did he say
Well,
that
the
right?
amount of people
It's
that
just
have
an
been
office
saying
reference.
the amount of people that have been saying the turns tables
Oh,
or
how the
whatever it
turns
is
are
has
tables.
just been super confusing me.
It's a Michael Scott quote.
Gotcha. Thought it was gonna be like nutty bars again.
All over again with the nutty buddies. Oh, Bray with the 15. Come on, Garmy, this is your only chance, your last chance.
Ooh.
Oh, so close.
See, we
You
should
keep your
change it up
potato
next
this
time.
time.
We should change it up next time and let you use your other numbers and replace your roll. Or
I mean, that wouldn't have really helped. I could have lowered hers, but it still wouldn't have helped me rolling a 2.
All right, it looks like it's gonna be. I'll let you choose who goes first. The music is intense right now. Dun.
You can go,
You go.
motherfucker. Let's go.
One of you roll, or I'm gonna sing.
Oh!
All right, Bray's got this with a 19. Damn. Oh. All right, Bray with 1.
Oh.
3.
Bray with 2. Wow. The dice are not good today for most people I've seen.
Mine were terrible.
Getting all the bad rolls out of the way though, Silent, so that
Yeah.
way you're gonna get good
Taking
rolls.
care of
Good
them
rolls
now.
all day.
That's what we always say, but it always seems to just
Another streak, another
carry
shutout,
on.
another shutout. All right.
Let's cross bonus.
I did
Ooh.
not mean to roll that. Let's dance. He says with an 11.
Oh.
Nice. All right.
Come on, Brea.
Kick his ass, Seabass.
Oh!
Oh!
17 to
This is-
18. Come on, Brea.
this is
One
shit.
more.
Some shit. Son of a biscuit eater. What is up today? We all suck at
Shut
dice
it.
rolling except Bray. We should all just give up.
Down.
Let's all give
Shut
up and go home.
down.
All right. So
Hell
what was
yeah.
So, Silent, your boon that you had that you could choose to keep, it's Brea's choice. That was, which one was it? It was the, sent you a
Was
screenshot
it a
of it.
spell?
Something that can like make people giggle. It can
Part of it
spray
was
water in their
Yeah,
face.
it was
something
a
like that.
spell.
Nefarious Mistress, where you roll on a, Mischief, which you roll Mistress. You roll 1d4, and then you get to choose one of these actions. Alright,
Mistress
so
is a
let's-
whole other different spell.
That's a whole other problem at Mayfair Head, from what I heard. Like, I heard a guy talking about it. Alright, so let's see. What is another potential option here?
Oh,
Really quick, chat. Is the volume for the sound, the music, okay? It seems either really low or really high. I can't figure it out.
it seems fine for me.
It seemed to, when I was watching the VOD back today, it seemed a little high. So I just want to make sure it's not over drowning out. Sounds
There's some
okay?
cool-
Okay, thanks guys.
there's some
If the
cool
music
stuff.
ever gets loud, just let me know. I'll turn it down. It's a little high. Okay. Okay, I'll turn it down a little bit. Beautiful. Thank you.
All right. So this might be a little overpowered, but like, who cares? It's here to have fun and do cool shit.
Oh.
So I'm gonna give
And
you
we
the
could-
choice of because this is actually a third level spell that I'm gonna let you use one time. Okay, one time. You get to do it one time, not every time, just one time. Don't have to have a spell slot. It's a boon. It's a game. We're here to have fun, right?
Making Garmy jealous already.
This one is called Ashardalon Stride. It is a level 3rd spell. It can be cast as a bonus action, okay? It's only verbal and somatic, so it's just doing Doctor Strange hand magic and speaking some words. You don't have to worry about any type of, component. We're going to nerf it a little bit because it is a 3rd level spell, because its duration is actually a minute, which is kind of a long time. So, the billowing flames of a dragon blast from your feet, granting you explosive speed for the duration, which, I'll be fair, let's make it 2 rounds. You can use it for 2 rounds. Two turns, 2 turns in combat for you. Or whoever you decide to give this boon to, which is yours, Brea, if you choose to keep it. Because the other option is, no, I don't like that. I want Silent to have his cool thing instead, which would be a really awesome thing to do as a friend. However, for the duration of the spell, be able to use it as a bonus action. It increases your movement speed by 20 feet, and moving does not provoke an opportunity attack.
What does that mean?
Ooh.
So you can move past the enemies and they can't attack you.
That means she can run in, hit the dragon, and run out, and the dragon.
What dragon?
Can't
There's
do
no
anything
dragon.
about it.
We don't know this is.
If there is a dragon.
Wait, so this is the same. Are you giving options right now, or the?
The options is Mother Trucker that she takes this spell that she can activate as a bonus action, or Silent gets his thing from last week.
Or he gets his thing for last week.
What's
What
this?
was it?
What's
That's the spell that makes people giggle.
yeah?
It can do a lot of
creature.
different things. It can do a lot of different things.
It does
Based
one
on
of
what
4
you
things
roll.
when he casts it, but it's a little bit more random.
Sure, something might charm them, something might blind them, something might incapacitate them, or one of them will make it difficult terrain for them by covering them with molasses. So it does have 4 potential options with the spell that Silent currently has. But if you want to steal it from him and be able to do this, it's your choice. I'm not trying to make you feel guilty or anything.
More beneficial. I'm really thinking. I don't even know what the name of it was. Like
The
The
spell
ass-
right now, it is called Ashardalon Stride, but it's supposed to last for 1 minute, but I'm going to let you use it for 12 seconds, aka 2 turns.
I'll send you a page for the spell if you want, Mother Trucker.
Wait
Okay.
a minute. 2 turns. So, but I thought it was a bonus action.
Yeah,
You
you can use it as a
activate it
bonus
as a
action
bonus.
too.
You activate it as a bonus action.
Oh.
You activate it as a bonus action.
Look in campaign chat.
It's
I posted it there.
its casting time is 1 bonus action, but so you can use this for 2 turns in combat, right? Because I mean it's a 3rd level spell. Let you have it for a minute would be incredibly overpowered for like what you are right now. But it's still a cool spell, even if you only get to use it for a couple of turns. 1 seems too little to like really be cool. 2 sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like Silent wants to use that spell anyways from last week. Am I right, Silent? Am I right? I'm trying to play Guild Honor.
My eyeballs.
I just look sad.
Uh,
Am I making it too bright with my pasty ass skin?
So 2 turns, right?
Yeah, so two turns in combat.
I do kind of feel like if I keep my spell, it would be more useful up against the kobolds, and then Garmy wouldn't have to use his, nuke or whatever it's called.
His nuke.
I think we're setting our path.
Yeah. Do you remember the path? Do you know what the path is?
We're bathing in blood tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Might possibly be our own.
I feel like this might come in clutch for the dragon fight.
I kind of agree.
Dragon? Who said dragon?
Dude. Yeah, I'll okay, I'm gonna take this. Sorry, Silent.
It's all good.
But you said you don't provoke opportunity attack. I thought. Yeah, and moving doesn't provoke opportunity attack. That's the key. That's
part,
the great
yeah.
thing about it. Yeah, because you can run in, hit, run out,
Yeah. And so
and
so
you still take the fire damage too. That's great. It's a
Okay,
great option.
so
Yeah.
It
recap.
might make some things easier.
Oh yeah, that's me. Hi everyone.
Hi.
I'm Dr. Overdose. You may
Hi,
have seen
Dr.
me
Overdose.
in chat. This is day 8. This is our 8th session, I think. Last week we kind of got back to camp. We told Renara that hey, we got the mushrooms, we did all this other stuff. She revealed she was a dragon, and then she sent us off to the observatory, which is where we are now, and mentioned that they had this dragon apprentice that we had to go fetch, and that they were young and brash and kind of needing to spread their wings, and we needed to go rein them back in and tell them to come back. And that's what we sent off to do. We took a rowboat to get there, found these ruins, which is where we're at right now, and rescued some kobolds from some sturges that were being attacked by them, finding out that the 2 kobolds were actually the brothers of the shopkeeper back at the settlement. And after a little bit of conversation and a bit of searching using magic, we found a book with some information in it that I think still have to evaluate and examine and figure out what that means. But
One of the brothers is dead, by the way.
yeah, one of the brothers didn't survive, but one did. And then it decided to call out for its friends, which was a bad thing. They stabbed me. It hurt.
Still
And then we
bleeding.
somehow, I don't remember exactly how we stopped the fight, but we did. We knew these kobolds serve Starraiser. Sparkrender. Starraiser. A whole different thing. Sparkrender.
Who's Star?
Yeah,
sounds
that's a whole
scary.
different thing. Sparkrender. I'm trying to go off memory. I was trying not to look at the guide. Sparkrender. And we also figured that they built some statues with some different dragon names on it. We found the book that has the poem about 2 ye 4 scholars, point your eyes towards the dragon's light, for it guides your descent into knowledge. And I'm just now noticing there's 5 dragons listed on the different shrines. Anyway, we're at a standstill with these kobolds right now, and I'm bleeding. And that's where we're at.
You said that so randomly. I'm like, wait, you're bleeding right now? Go get a band-aid.
We all have like 72 potions of cure wounds at this point.
We have 6.
That's a lot.
Still a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for a dog that like mysteriously disappeared. Okay. Oh, thanks for the recap.
Yay!
Yay!
I was trying to go not looking at the recap listing of Word document. I think I did okay.
Some stuff happened, some people died.
Yeah.
Like there's
This is what
tragedy.
happens when you have me do it. I jump around. I'm just as ADD in the recap as I am in real life.
So let's talk a little bit about dragons themselves, right? Because dragons go through different stages of life, right? And they ultimately, they start as wormlings, become young adults, right? They become adult dragons. They become ancient, terrifying behemoth dragons.
Can you
So-
put some less intense music on?
Oh yeah, this was for the battle. I'm trying to keep everybody on edge.
Or like I could just pause it too, but it's like I'm nervous.
Here, we'll
Just
switch it up.
listening to this.
We'll switch it up here.
I'm nervous eating right now, and I'm making Mini Trucker do the same.
I'm gonna play aptly Journey's End.
Oh.
All right. So dragons go through the different lifespans, right? And so there's some wisdom from Fizban, right? Who also as the Platinum Dragon Behemoth. Fizban was his human form and became very famous in the Forgotten Realms. He was a Platinum Dragon, right? He's a cool guy. Probably awesome to have a bud with, maybe go get a beer, hang out at the tavern. And Fizban said, try not to be offended. And this is kind of like what we were talking about in chat earlier, Mother Trucker, right? Try not to be offended when a dragon dismisses you as irrelevant. Remember, you might be dealing with an individual who hatched into this world 3 civilizations ago, and not every dragon has the wisdom to see how lone heroes can change the course of history. this man's a cool guy. Became famous as a wizard in his human form, as well as being a cool platinum dragon bro. Like, doesn't want a Chad dragon as their friend, right? So some dragons can live for over 1,000 years, right, outlasting the rise and fall of nations and kingdoms, or even whole civilizations. And a dragon's perspective on the passage of time is very different from what any other mortal race would have. They, like, to them, a decade is like a blink of an eye, right? It doesn't really mean anything to them. But just as, like, you as characters expand their priorities and have different perspectives of the world as you get more powerful, dragons do kind of the same thing as they age, right? So as they progress through these different levels, you know, these decades or centuries of life and become progressively older, they start going from a scale that's very small of what they care about, right? Like a wormling will normally care about a small area, right? Some farmsteads, things like that, right? Maybe a town, something they want to terrorize because it's fun and they got nothing better to do on a Tuesday. But when you get on and you talk about like young dragons and then you get into like adult dragons, the scale of where they travel and what they like to do can get larger and have more of a profound impact on like a larger region, right? Not just one city being terrorized by a dragon, but like a whole country, countryside, whatever it might be, right? So if you think about it like an adult dragon, after their first 100 years of living or so, when they become adults, they're pretty powerful with the abilities that they have. And, you know, if you had to equate them to a player level, it'd probably be around 11 to 16, right? To fight like a full adult dragon. Most adult dragons like to expand their territory. They like to have additional layers. They like to have additional hordes, because what do dragons like? They're like toddlers. They like shiny things, right? So they basically just take on larger and larger hordes, and they, you know, amass a lot of wealth. And one thing to keep in mind with most dragons, because they're like this, most dragons have some type of blind sight or dark vision, right? They can see, and they could potentially even have true sight. They can see through pure invisibility. And remember, ancient dragons can get dragon sight, where they can see across realities and be aware of their other selves in different dimensional planes. So dragons are cool, dragons are powerful, and it's awesome that we're playing a game called Dungeons and Dragons, like the Green Dragon Inn, brought to you by Hobbiton. Actually, the Green Dragon Inn wasn't at Hobbiton. The Green Dragon Inn was at Bywater, if I recall. I think. I have to double check that. Somebody fact check me in chat. The only way to know the true answer is for me to say the wrong thing.
Someone on the internet will correct you.
Yeah, somebody. I think it's in Bywater.
I spent ages since I've read Lord of the Rings.
All right, so I know you guys have been plotting against my nefarious machinations to solve this next encounter. And where we were paused, we had paused in our combat because you started to negotiate with kobolds, trying to not go on a full murder spree, because maybe, I mean, they seem all right, right? They're cool. They just want to hang out. That dude wanted you to meet his friends. He's like, hey, you want to meet my friends? So
that dude's friends were a dick. Or that
they
dude's friends
stabbed
were
me.
Dicks. They stabbed me.
That guy was a punk. All right. So now we're back here. We've got the dead brother kobold right there. Couldn't save him. I'm actually disappointed. I was really hoping that both the brothers could be saved.
Afraid we're gonna disappoint you more, probably.
I'm old, man. I've been disappointed a lot. You just get used to it. All right.
Why are there sturges?
Getting deep.
You might. They should be all out. No, I thought I deleted that one. Sorry.
Okay.
And she's like, more sturges. We were bamboozled during the week off between sessions. So you traveled across. You did some exploratory. You made it across the bridge. You had the Moonstone key, right? You searched and you found the journal. You know, just some of the details from the recap, right? You found the journal that had some archaic version of common.
Yeah, I forgot to mention on the recap, we saw a dragon land and fly and land at the other tower.
Correct. You saw it land somewhere, probably over here, right?
Yeah.
Somewhere back on this tower over here.
So we do know there is a freaking dragon. It was a blue dragon. It was evil.
And the kobold that was it Mech, right? Mech was the one who survived. Min is the brother that had died to the Sturgis succumbing to his wounds while our plucky heroes tried to save them. And here we are. They had just invited you before we took our tactical pause last week. They just invited you. Did you want to meet their friend Sparkrender?
Give me 1 second.
No, I don't want to meet your friend Sparkrender.
I'm
Not
second
with
guessing
you
That guy's
guys.
a
myself.
dick.
I'm second guessing myself and everything I've written in the past 24 hours in our chat.
Why? Why? What? Are you serious?
But I'm not changing what I'm gonna do. It's just that like you've made a decision and you have to actually make that decision. Regret.
If you want to like take a few moments with me before we get into this, just take a deep breath.
Yeah.
Just let it out. And then do the Violet Fun guy. Get a little
So-
relaxation in your shoulder blades.
As they say, because one was turning around and was gonna go get him. It seemed like, wasn't that what was happening? Where they were about to move.
He started to flap his wings. And, I'll go get Sparkrender for you. I don't know why
I'm
he's a
gonna
shrill
call-
British voiced kobold, but he is now.
Garmy says, "Hold on a moment. Wait right there. I'm afraid that I can't have." Garmy runs through a quick calculation through his head and shakes his head and says, "I'm sorry, but..." And I assume we're still hearing the loud noises of grunting and dragon noises from above us that we were hearing before, correct?
Not at the moment, but you still know that there were those like strange sort of noises coming from the other tower. Like,
I fear I don't have time to truly take this a different direction. I am sorry. And I will take out a small chip of stone and I'll hold it up and snap my fingers. And I will cast Shatter on all of them.
I'm gonna kind of yell like, Garmy, no! They put their weapons down. Why?
Too
And then
late, I did it.
I like realizing
have to
I'm
make
right
a
next
saving
to it.
throw.
I kind of like try to dodge out of the way.
Well, it's a loud cracking noise is what you hear. So they all take 17 points of damage if they fail their saving throws, each of them.
I'm gonna take a moment just as because I'm not saying no. I like it. I'm just looking at the combat turn order and whose actual turn it is in the initiative. However,
I don't remember.
we're gonna do it. We're gonna let it go.
I thought you
I
said
don't
we
know
weren't
if
in
that's
combat
actually
anymore.
accurate.
Well, you would pause it so we'd stop. So no, you're fine. I think it's good
they're-
because I think at this point we would reset it anyways, right? And if
Yeah.
anybody survives, we'd redo initiative. So let's see what happens.
I-
Our
they
little
very
kobold
well
guys are
might
gonna get
not
turned
survive.
into jelly. Like, even if you don't take any damage because Karoust is outside of the radius of this spell, like, you're probably gonna want to wash your outfit after this, right? Because it would be messy.
Emotional damage.
Like, concussive, like, sound damage is gonna, like, microwaving a tomato for 7 minutes, right? Like, this ain't gonna go well. All right, so let's see what happens with these guys. All right,
God.
so it's going to the Constitution saving
Army's
throw.
a brutal murderer now. Got it.
Holy shit.
All right, so you rolled a 17.
For
So
damage,
let's
yeah.
go ahead and we're gonna do
Saving
some basic
throw.
math first, right? All right. God, we're gonna do some
Doesn't
basic
even
math.
matter
There ain't
if
no
they
point
say
in
it.
rolling this. I'll be rolling all day long, right? So even if they take half damage, that's already 8.5, right? So at that point, it's just a matter of time seeing who might actually survive this. Because even if they pass these, even if they, you know, that it's just gonna be so iffy, right? Because even if you pass your save, you're still taking half damage, right?
Yeah.
So go ahead and math this out, right? Very simply. I want you to know
Oh.
Dear
that you
God.
also just killed Min's only surviving brother.
Well,
Yep.
she didn't know, so it's
Yep.
okay.
Yep.
So they are all dead. There is no way, even if they had passed their savings throw, that they would have heard that.
I chose the spell deliberately for that reason.
So let's take a look at that spell. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a Constitution saving throw. A creature takes 3d8 thunder damage. Crystal or organic materials such as stone or metal is disadvantage. I mean, it's not an elemental or something, so we don't have to worry about that, right? A non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried also takes a damage in spell's area. And doesn't really matter. Okay. So let's hold on there for a second. Let's go ahead and let me clear this up. We're gonna end combat, right? Boom. We're gonna leave their corpses there. Remind you that Carouse seriously is going to need to clean her clothes, and I would not be surprised if Brea also has now officially bathed in the blood of her enemies, because I'm pretty sure that their bodies just would have, from that concussion damage, just would have been gory AF, as the kids say. Or they also say, I think, ick. But good, nice. All right. So let's pause this for a second. We're going to leave the corpses as reminders of how you just murdered a bunch of potentially very friendly kobolds who just wanted to.
They stabbed
They
me.
stabbed him. No, it was over.
I mean, you kind of. Everybody's at fault here. Okay, everybody's at fault. But
Nope, we were done.
now we have.
We talked it out.
It's fair.
I'm gonna
it's fair.
just, in my current
Out of
state
character, we talked
being
it out.
completely covered in shit and body from the kobolds, I'm going to really quickly just do a 180-degree turn and look at Garmy in the eyes. Very clearly,
Your
like
front
looking
half
down
is just.
to
Your
him.
front half is just gore.
And as you look at me, you see Garmy is holding his hand, his blood coming out as he is slowly, carefully drinking an entire healing potion.
I just look at Garmy and slowly shake my head and close my eyes and look down in disappointment because we had gotten so far.
Kobolds are friends, not food.
Should note that even with a full, carefully done healing potion, I'm still not at full health. 'Cause
I'm
it's
actually
10 hit
mostly.
points.
Wow.
Really?
Healing poison is 2d4 plus 2, right?
Correct. If you take it as a full action, it's
It'd be
2d4.
10. Yeah. So I'm still not at full health. I'm at 18 out of 19.
That's fine, because we're gonna hold here. Now we're gonna give me a second here. We'll stop the music because we don't stop the music. All right. And let's.
Brea's just gonna walk over to Garmy and give him a giant bear hug and whisper to him that if I have to wear this, so do you.
All right. So you guys are hanging out, having some drink, right? Drink a potion, right? I want you to consider the fact that this was an incredibly loud concussive spell that, while it had a damage radius of 10 feet, everything around would have heard this.
Yes.
So now
Oh god.
you hear the flapping of wings,
Yep.
and the
Knew it was
air
coming.
hums, and you hear a large shriek. And don't let this fool you. This is right above you. As you hear the flappy flaps of wings, our friend Sparkrender has now arrived.
Do I still have time to drink a health potion?
You can use it as a bonus action if you want to roll, or take a full action and drink it completely. So
How
we're not
bad
going
are
to do
you?
surprise, but we will roll for initiative.
Oh god.
That happened so fast. Holy shit.
Oh shit. Okay. Used up all my good rolls, I guess.
Me too.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh, Preya, you really did. I thought my roll was bad.
Whew.
Okay.
This is very clearly the blue dragon. Yeah, blue dragon. Yes, it says so. I only do hope that there is a bronze one somewhere up there who can aid us as well. We were coming
God.
looking for Adron.
And let me
Garmy, you're
see if
so
I
close
can-
to that thing.
I'm
So he's
aware.
the same size as us.
He is a medium-sized creature. If you would like to know more about this, you would need to. I will let you use this opportunity.
Do not like my location.
I'll let you do
placement.
Arcana or like a nature check.
I mean,
I
I
am
might as
not
well.
proficient in either of those.
Not bad. All right, so I will tell you as some of your. I'll tell you what you have learned. It's probably immune to lightning. I read in my studies once about blue dragons, and I'm pretty sure they have a breath weapon, and I think they are immune to lightning. I see Garmy over there. He's like referring to his scrolls. He's like, hold on a second. He's like, I got
Yeah.
this.
No, I don't. Shatter is not a lightning spell. It is a thunder spell.
Wait, is this
Yeah,
all
it
blue
would have made
dragons?
noise.
Is this all blue dragons or this dragon specifically?
I mean, it would apply to pretty much all dragons. But you'll also
Oh, all
note
dragons. Okay.
this is obviously not an adult dragon, right? This is a medium-sized dragon. It's a little bit bigger than you, but it still fits in a 5-foot square. So, if you had to attribute this to any particular type of dragon, this would be a young dragon, also known as a wormling.
That's.
I mean, it still could be a tough fight. He's a cool guy, though. All right. So, he's take a look here. What's gonna happen? So he can fly 60 feet. So he is going to
Wait.
fly down.
Is that all we get to know about this thing?
It's a blue dragon wormling. It has a breath weapon and it has immunity to lightning.
It has a breath weapon.
Yes.
Can it do things with
Oops,
its?
that's the wrong button.
It's
We
wait.
won.
Shit, no! You clicked it. It didn't happen. I was trying to open his character sheet. Okay.
Can it do anything with its tail?
Very likely.
I mean, this is really only a wormling, so it
Okay.
doesn't have some of the benefits of other dragons. So it may or may not have the ability to multi-attack. I would not want to tell you everything. I mean, come on. However, as stated, dragons are relatively intelligent creatures and are incredibly wise, even for one of his decades, because he's not over 100 years old yet, right? So he's still a young dragon. But he is going to fly down here. And what will he do? Let's take a look. What will he do?
He just completely misses the gnome bleeding out on the floor.
You're
Just
not
Yeah, that's
bleeding
completely
out.
overlooks him.
It's probably not what's going to happen.
Completely
gotta do-
overlooks him. He's beneath his notice.
Where's Harry Potter? All right, so we need to do a couple. Let me do a measurement here real quick.
We're fighting a fucking dragon right now.
Oh no.
All right, so he is going to
60
Spock Renda.
feet. So is that flying 60 feet?
Yes,
Or
he can
walking
fly
60 feet?
He can fly 60 feet, and he can walk 30 feet, and he can burrow 15 feet under the ground. If you want to have you want to fight against tremors. Remember little tremors, right? Kevin Bacon. Little graboids come up out of the ground, grab you, pull you under. So he's gonna go ahead and attack. He's gonna cast his breath weapon.
Yeah. That's not good.
And he is going to cast it just in a straight line.
Bye, guys.
No,
Bye,
no,
guys.
don't say that. Please don't say that. No, God,
You will need to make a DC 12 saving throw against dexterity for both of you because this is a 30-foot straight shot.
Is it considered
Shield!
magic?
A lightning breath from a dragon? Look, fucking Yuki's like, I'm already rolling. I don't even know what's happening. But there's no cast, right? So it's just a 30-foot straight shot.
Damn it.
Can you use your shield?
So the damage that you take
It won't
is
affect this. Shield won't help.
take 28 points of damage.
Oh my god.
And I'm unconscious.
Ah.
Yeah, it wasn't double your hit points, so I mean that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
So I'm only at 0.
And if you actually made your saving throw, because you actually made yours, right? You made it well over 12, right? You still take half damage, so you take 14 points of damage for that breath attack.
Wait,
Oh,
is it
okay.
too late, Garmy? You have specific numbers that you can do things with.
Yeah, it's too late for me to do that, and neither of them would have helped
Why?
because one is a 2 and one is an 11. So I could
Couldn't
have
you have
changed it. Well,
used the
but it's too late for
2?
me to do it anyway. If I used the 2, my roll would have been a 2. If I used the 11, it would have made it 13. But I have to do it before I roll, and I already rolled.
Oh shit.
Oh, and as he finishes his breath, he cackles loudly as he continues to float in the air, and he says, "Get out of here before I tire of this game and end you all!"
I'm not dead. I'm unconscious, but I
You're
don't
just,
see an unconscious selection.
but now it's Yuki's turn.
Yuki, you're alive? You have that many
Oh.
hit points?
I only took 14, so I have
He
11
took half
left.
damage because he succeeded on the save. Garmy missed it by 1.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, he's how many feet up in the air?
He would be at this point flying over the edge. It's about 45 feet above you. So he came down about half that speed. So he's probably about 20 feet up,
Okay.
give or take.
So I could throw a dagger at him.
You can throw a
but
dagger at him, absolutely.
I'm fucking scared.
Can you go oh my god.
If I try to hide first, like really quickly, just on the other side of this thing, could I get a sneak attack by throwing a dagger at him? Oh wait, how far is he from here? 30 feet.
I mean, that thing's gonna be in the way, because that's just like a big observatory statue, right? I could say you could definitely go behind it and try to hide, right?
This dude can
Um,
fly for 60 feet though.
Oh yeah, he can dance circles
So he
around you.
can easily go around it.
I mean, he would see where you disappeared kind of at. I mean, if he's paying attention. I mean, it depends on how well you roll. If you want to
Okay.
try to move and take cover
So
and hide.
then this is what I'll do. I'm just going to chuck a dagger at this guy,
Oh yeah, dagger time. Let's go.
or attempt to. Ooh, okay.
Nice.
Wow.
With the clutch natural 20 dagger toss.
I got 6 damage on him. That's about it. And then I'm going to use my bonus action just to hide over on the other side of this observatory area. And I guess that's all I can do right now.
All right, and let me go back to my combat tracker. All right, Karoust. What is the Silent Shadow going to do? What's going to happen?
What's the silent shadow gonna
Garby's
do?
sitting there.
Nothing.
There's lightnings, just kind of glinting around on his
Wait.
beard still.
Hold on. Shouldn't I have made death saving throw on my turn?
You'd make it on your next turn, right?
Well, no, but if
Oh
he
no,
was
because
up
you
top
were first.
and
Yes,
I
you
was
should have made a
next.
death saving throw.
So hold on, because I could have gotten a natural 20.
It's possible. Yeah, roll it. Good catch.
I did not. I failed.
At least it's not a 1.
Yeah.
At least it's not a 1.
Can you explain what just happened?
I just had a death saving throw.
So when you get incapacitated on your next turn, and Garmy, I'm glad you caught it. On your next turn, if you are unconscious, you have to roll a d20 with no other modifiers, and if you roll a natural 1, you take 2 death save. You fail death saves twice automatically. You only failed 3. If you roll a natural 20, go for it, Garmy. This is what we're hoping for.
Yep. I come back up and I'm at 1 hit point.
Yeah. But if he rolls less, so it basically has to roll between over a 10 is what you want, right?
Yeah.
Because then he gets a save. If he rolls a save 3 times in a row, then he just is incapacitated and he's not going to die. Just kind of naturally stabilizes.
3 times in a row.
Well, 3 out of 6 technically.
Okay.
3 out of 6. I have to get 3 over 10 before I get 3 under 10. If I get 3 under 10, I'm dead.
Right now he has 1 under 10, so he's 1/3 dead. He's only mostly dead, right? To blave, which as we all knows is to lie. All right, so it's Corrales, it's your turn. Now you could also, I'm just throwing out options, right? You could try to take your turn to stabilize him in combat. I would have allowed that
You
as a
could-
round of action, so he won't
You
die.
could throw a potion down my throat, and I would come back to life with hit points. Keep in mind, the
Oh.
dragon has to roll to get his breath weapon attack. He doesn't just automatically get it. Most dragons do have to roll to go to their turn to see if they
In
even
all
have
fairness,
it.
yes, he has to roll a particular number, or he has two choices of numbers. He has to roll a certain number to be able to use his breath weapon again. So every turn that it's the dragons, I have to roll for him first to see if his breath weapon has recharged, and if it is, there's the potential to use it.
He's unlikely to do that again the immediately next round. It's possible.
I mean, it's like 20% chance,
Yeah.
something like that, 18 point something percent
So
chance.
so should I do that?
I referred to you of the 3 rules I gave you before in our chat.
So no. Wait.
But by the way, I'm just drinking straight gin because I don't know how this shit's gonna go.
Garmi's 3 rules when fighting dragons. Rule 1, spread the fuck out.
Yeah,
Rule
that's the one that
2,
I'm referring to.
don't let it take to the air if you can avoid it. Rule 3, don't hold back.
Think about it this way.
Okay.
The way I'm playing, I will meta this a little bit for you as your first dragon fight. This dragon is basically your level, and he is as smart as you all are.
He's in the air right now, right? You said?
Yes, he's in the air right now, about 20 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
So he did a breath attack.
That's the right move.
Okay, so I'm going to use Ensnaring Strike on that bitch and
Ah.
hopefully have him fall to the ground so we can look into Garmi's eyes and see what he did.
All right, let's see here. Okay. After tap for the spell ends, a writhing massive warning and appears at the point of impact, and the target must see a stationary, so or be restrained by the magical vines till the spell ends. Okay.
A
All right.
target restrained can't make movement. Flying creature that can't make movement falls. Oh shit! I should have said it before you rolled. It's gonna. But
Yeah, I mean, I literally just rolled.
yeah, I was gonna say make him roll a 2, but I was too late.
So yes, he succeeded on the strength
Damn it.
check. He's a dragon. He has a +3 on his strength.
I was too slow. That's on me.
Okay.
So yeah, so he's not restrained. He did take the damage. So the damage was 5, right? So Spark Render does shriek in pain, right? He does take damage where the arrow hit him.
Well,
The vines came out.
that is on top of a normal attack roll for ensnaring strike.
Yeah, so we've got.
So you go ahead and make an attack roll as well.
Oh yeah, you have to hit first.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, I
Oh.
didn't notice you hadn't rolled for hit. You have to actually hit it first, because if you miss, then none of this matters.
Oh shit.
But I mean, yeah, pretty good odds
just
of
used a
hitting him.
spell
But then you
slot,
also
though.
get to roll in your actual arrow damage as well into the
Well,
spell.
hopefully I hit because I just used a spell slot.
Well, I'll
Yeah,
give you
it's
the
one of
spell
those-
slot back. We'll like retcon it, and you get your spell
Okay.
slot back because I didn't catch it either. I was like reading the spell description.
Oh, Lord.
So
Natural 1.
Dear
you
God.
completely missed, like, and he cackles at you. Puny mortal!
Well, but he got the spell slot back. So next time you
But I'm gonna
cast
retcon you
that,
the spell slot.
next time you cast that, I'll be on it and I'll make sure that he rolls a 2 so it works.
So
Unless he
I
has
get
a legendary resistance.
3 out of 3 now.
Let me
Yeah,
ask
you
you a
have your spell
question.
slot back.
Can you
Okay, I
use that
finished.
ability when you're incapacitated?
Oh gosh, now you're gonna make me look up
What ability?
the rules behind portent.
Well, his
Okay,
portent is to be able to change a roll or see
Well-
the future, so it might still work. I just don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Okay, so before my turn is done, I'm gonna move.
Holy, you're like, I'm fuck deuce.
Look
Yeah, 35
Shut
feet.
the
Yeah,
fuck
Yeah.
out of there.
she trucking. She trucking.
Oh, she's not mother trucking. That's the other one.
Corral's new nickname is Wheels. All right, now Bray, it's your turn. I'm
Holy
not calculating. I'm not calculating hypotenuses. So if whatever the horizontal distance is, we're just going to pretend it's the same as the angle distance because I'm not a mathologist. There's enough math in D&D. I don't want to create
I
more for
have to be
myself.
able to see
Okay, so I have
the
a
character for the
question.
important. So I'd have to be conscious to be able to see them.
Sure. So rules as written, you wouldn't be able to change any roles because you're unconscious until somebody wakes you.
Correct.
Oh,
Correct.
interesting. Okay.
So I hugged him before all this happened, just being a
Mhm.
smartass. So that means I'm right next to him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll allow
So
you to move your
did-
character closer. Sure.
And we've
I'll
already
allow it.
established that I can pick him up without any big issues.
It would be your action.
Just throw a healing potion down my throat and swing.
Move away again, though, right? Afterwards?
Yeah.
Because you're right in
Oh
front
no,
of me.
cool. That's up to
I'm
her how
trying to
much health
I'm
points.
trying to decide if I want to do the
If you
the-
activate,
a
I
shard
will.
alliance.
If you activate that while I'm next to you, I will take damage and I will fail a death saving throw automatically.
Yeah, because I mean, the dragon could technically just walk down there and bite him, and he would be just F.
If I were playing you and you have your own agency, so you make your own decisions, I would shove a healing potion down my throat as a bonus action. So we roll and I take what I can get, and then I'd earthquake the shit out of the dragon.
Can't earthquake him when he's flying.
Yeah.
Oh, or Leroy Jenkins the
You're
shit
gonna have
out
to
of the
bring out the
dragon.
Leroy.
But you have your own. You do you.
You want to take 5 minutes to think about it so I can take my dogs outside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
ponder
It's
your
on
idea.
the
Yeah, you're
hour.
like, hell yeah, brother, hell yeah, we'll take that time.
Yes. Yes. We'll take 5 minutes.
Wouldn't say no to that.
Holy- Okay.
Oh, look who it
I need
is!
to find some art of a dead gnome bleeding out on the
Hello, my
floor.
name is Spock Renda.
Raging is a full action, right? Let
The
me.
bonus action.
It's a bonus action on your
Bonus.
turn.
Okay, and I can't have 2 bonus actions, right?
No.
No.
Okay.
You could rage and then use your action to shove a potion down my throat, but then you wouldn't be able to attack. And if he doesn't attack you, you'll lose your rage.
But I
So if
can
you
attack
rage-
recklessly, right? So I
If
make
you-
sure
If you attack recklessly, I believe it's been a while since I played a barb. It lowers your AC the next they can attack on advantage against you.
I have advantage on my first attack against them, but it also gives them advantage on me.
Yeah.
But if I can attack recklessly, run over,
You still
shove
only
that
have
in your mouth.
Yeah, and then that'd be your bonus action. If you attack, you can't then do another action. Do you have 2 attacks at 3rd level? I don't remember.
I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, then that would be your move. You could do an attack and shove a potion down my throat.
What a dick.
But with the reckless attack, I just have to say I'm doing it. It's not like an
Yes.
actual.
Correct. You can just say you're going to reckless attack.
I declare
And then
bankruptcy.
And then I can run over, throw that in your mouth, and sling a javelin.
Yeah.
That's what I'll do. So at least
Now
I get.
now I know what you're gonna do. So now I know how to counter.
Oh, come on.
I'm just kidding.
They're new. We're some of us are new here. Some days I feel new.
No. Like I'm realistic, and I want to fight this fight is fair, especially for new people who haven't fought a dragon before. So yeah, I mean, I'm not a dick.
I tried to educate them on dragon fights, but I'm only me, and I think I have bad info because I didn't know exactly what I was going on a lot of assumptions. I fear I might have been wrong about our dragon help.
Okay, so I'm gonna put myself.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that's about. I was too.
Yeah, I was assuming that it was up there fighting a bronze dragon that was our friend.
I thought it was like stuck somewhere.
I thought
Either
the
way,
sound we
it's
were
not
hearing was
here.
it. Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna shove that potion down his throat. And
I
then
will
recklessly attack this dude.
I will roll the 2d4, or do you want to roll it?
It doesn't matter to me.
I'll roll it.
Okay.
+2. I have 6 hit points, and I am alive.
Run away. No.
Still prone.
Okay.
Mine is dead.
So if I attack recklessly, I get advantage, right?
Ooh, the music is back.
Yes.
Ba-da, ba-da-da, da, da,
It's
da.
back. It was all peaceful and shit before, but now I'm like,
All right.
Dragon!
Leroy Jenkins.
nice, roll for damage. Damagio.
Wait, why did
Do
you
I
roll
get
with
advantage?
Wait.
No, like, hold on. Like, let's, wait, yeah, I just noticed that. I'm like, hold on.
Wait, what happened?
You somehow
with
rolled advantage and you rolled. It did us weird. Oh, you did roll 2 die 20, keep highest, which would not be advantage anyways. It would just be. Well, yes, it would be keep highest, but like, yeah. So you technically rolled a 13 and a 4, but you shouldn't have rolled with advantage.
Well, I was doing
That
the
dice-
reckless attack.
Oh, did you do reckless attack? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's fine. So you hit.
Yeah, she said reckless. I heard her.
I'm like, Walker, I take my dogs out, man. I don't hear everything. All right. Yeah, go do for damage. Let's go. 8. Oh, flap. Fucking Leroy Jenkins. I almost gave him 475 hit points, by the way. I was like, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. All right.
So am I out of melee range? Like, he doesn't get an attack of opportunity if I move?
Oh, he's like 10 feet from you, but he's also like up in the air. So he's like 18 feet above you if I had to like do ghetto math.
Ghetto, man.
So yeah, you can move and he won't be able to attack. He won't give an attack against you.
Yeah, he won't get an attack of opportunity against you. However,
Can I
he is
say-
a smart enemy, and he knows
I
who
can't
the
take Harvey
threats
with
are.
me.
No, because you attacked. So
Yeah.
you could move yourself away though.
Yeah, you could still move.
I like Yuki's plan though. This looks like cover, and I can't be targeted when I'm behind cover.
Oh, hold on.
When I'm in
Hold on,
full
I get-
cover, you can't target me. Get out of here with that shit. Getting all strategic. See, then I
Alright.
start doing shit like this. All these rulers. I'm like, okay, yeah,
Just
that's
all do
cool.
this all over the
let's-
place.
Hang on, hang on. How about over here?
No, I'm gonna move back here around this corner. Wait, I'm on the wrong thing. Dang it. Right here. Not there. Stop
Ooh.
it.
Okay. You
Well,
guys are
also
all
not
kind
there,
of
but
in a
I'll
line
take it.
right now. You're still in a line with Garmy. Hey, what?
I smell burned gnome. Oh my god.
Garmy's beard right now is so singed around the edges.
You're kind of in a
Very
line with
upset.
Garmy right now, Bria.
Yeah, well, I was trying to get like around the corner of that. I guess that's there where I moved first.
And now you're up by Yuki. I guess there's not really a good spot to be, is there?
Well, if he could just fly overhead and attack anyways.
I'm pretty sure like I'm not actually behind cover right now, am I? Like that thing's pretty see-through for him.
I mean, you would probably, I would say, you're gonna get full coverage there. The thing's pretty tall. It's like this big contraption, you know. So like Yuki is not as tall as you, so I'm assuming Yuki's like at full cover. Like if there was anything he could see over that, it'd be like the top of your head or something, maybe, right? Like that's not. I wouldn't really consider you to. You'd be. I would consider where you're at right now to be in full cover, right? So he can't hit you without an area of effect spell.
Here's
I'm
the
just gonna
problem.
like yell at
is-
Garmy like, "You better run back here now.
You son of a bitch!
Move
Don't
those
you
tiny
die
feet."
on me, boy! Not on my watch. I won't
His
stand for that.
Turn is next though.
Yeah, the
Garmy's in the
dragon's
unfortunate
next.
position that the dragon knows who the threat is, and he just literally watched this thing that he just knocked the fuck out get back up.
Well, Garmy
Yeah.
played that.
But now Garmy can use his little thingamajigger Mabobby because, like, I mean, now
Oh,
he
he's
can
alive.
see again. So there's a benefit to that where he's able to like
And it
choose.
depends on what the dragon does.
It does depend on what the
Why did
dragon
the
does.
music stop?
Didn't stop for me. I still hear epic Arctic attack. Ba-da. All
I
right.
should have
Anybody
stayed in
else?
front of you.
Does anybody else hear it?
I should have stayed there.
No?
No.
All right.
I don't know what he's doing. You rolled, but I don't know what you're doing, so I couldn't have used my portent in advance. So
Not for
it
that.
wouldn't have mattered.
I'm gonna refresh whenever possible.
You can refresh right now. You can wait. It's fine.
Okay. I just
Yeah, I'm not
can't hear
hearing
the
music either. It sounded like it just quit just
Yeah.
a moment ago. So I don't think it's you. What is this dragon.
Still nothing.
There it goes. I hear it.
There it is.
Starting back up again.
There it goes. Okay.
I embody the blue dragon now, with my blue lights. All right. I like to kind of talk through my process so you don't feel like I'm picking on anybody.
That's good.
Because-
I like that.
He did roll and succeed on his recharge his breath weapon.
Oh, gosh.
So he just knocked Garmy out. He knows Garmy was like, this guy's, look at that little gnome. He's so cute. He can barely focus on you. He's so adorable down there. He's like a little Chucky doll running around. All right. So, however, somebody just shot at him with an arrow, and he don't appreciate that. So he is going to fly over here, and he's going to use his breath weapon against Caroused.
You.
Dear God.
So you need to roll a dexterity saving throw over 12.
Oh.
Okay.
So you only take, because you still take half damage, you take 10
Only.
hit points.
Okay.
You take 10 HP.
What's your total?
Mine right now.
Yeah.
I have 8 hit points right now.
He's going to use his remaining movement, move back
More
10
than
feet.
Garmy.
He's going to move back 10 feet, and he's going to land over here on the rotunda. And he
He's landing?
Yeah, he landed.
Yeah.
He could
Okay.
choose to fly as much as he wants, but like I'm not an asshole because I could just fly him around the castle till you get bored. Right? Hey, look at me! They'll just give up. They'll give up. I'll get more kobolds. It's fine. So and he also yells something at you. Hold on a second. I'm going to tell you what that will be. This time he yells, "Enough of this! This work is too important to be hindered by the likes of you!" And now it is the Garmster's turn.
I'm going to use my bonus action to drink a potion.
You're like, I know what I'm doing right now. Called self-preservation.
So I'm gonna roll that. And I'll get another 6 hit points. Yay!
Well,
Well, that was your
I'm
bonus
not-
action, right? So you could still take
Yes.
the action.
Yes. I will use half my movement to stand up and no longer be prone. So that leaves me with like 12, 13 feet of movement left.
Yeah.
And I am literally just gonna... I want to move, not...
Dude, I'm not
and
surprised if you were like, I think I can survive the fall into the ocean. Fuck it.
Is this platform that you mentioned this was like a elevator that goes up and down? Is it down or is it up?
It is down at this point in time.
Can I step... I'm going to step out and onto that just so that I'm kind of out of line of sight. But right before I step out of line of sight, I am going to cast Shatter using my last second level spell right on that guy's head.
Do
Get
it.
up, Garmy!
And
And
he's gonna use a 2 as his saving throw to fail.
Nice.
So he's gonna take full damage.
Garmy playing 3D chess over here.
Jesus. Oh, that's not the best.
Could have
Could have
gone
been a
better.
whole lot more. Could have definitely rolled better, but I'll take it.
hey, at least you hit.
So he's prone?
He is not prone, but he is not flying around.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Are we hearing anything else while all this is happening?
Crashing of the waves against the stones below you.
There's
the labored
no I was
breathing
wrong.
of
I
dying
was so
kobolds that
wrong.
you turned into fucking spaghetti. Like, that's what you hear. And you can probably hear Mila somewhere going, I sense that my brothers are dead. But, I mean, that's just my imagination that she knows how now. But she don't know. Don't worry, she don't know. You don't have to tell her. It's her secret. It's her secret. Alright. Alright, Karaos, it's your turn.
Wait, did you skip Yuki?
I was like, wait.
Oh,
wait,
shit,
what?
I did. Yeah,
skipped
Yuki,
Yuki.
sorry. Yeah, Yuki, go. Let's go.
Thank God, because I don't know what to do.
Freya's poking her in the back. Just do something. Go.
when he landed, is he just like straight up facing me right now?
Yeah, he's facing towards you.
So he's looking at me like just.
Yeah,
dead
he
in the
blasted
eye.
her with lightning, kind
big
of
mad.
scorched the kobold gelato that's on her armor, and then it's turned to face you.
Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action to dash the hashtag out of there. I'm not staying in front of this guy, and this is about 45 feet over here. Oh,
Can't go up there. The farthest you can go is
I
where
meant-
Garmy's at.
That's what I was trying to do. My bad. And then from right here, would I technically be like kind of hidden, out of sight in this area?
I would say if
Or-
you're where Garmy's at.
Okay, but then I also
You
can't hit
can't-
him, right?
You really can't take
You
the
can't
same
share a
space as I'm
space.
in.
He has to allow you to pass through it, but you can't share a space with another piece.
DM question. We have
Potential answer.
last put the thing in here to make this bridge active, right?
Yeah, there's a winch,
That's-
like right here.
No. This over here, this
Oh,
light
Oh,
bridge
the
is
moonstone?
active, right? Yeah, this bridge was active, right?
Correct, and I don't know if you ever picked the key back up out of it
I
after.
don't think we did. So Yuki, you could potentially run over this direction as well.
That's a good point.
Okay.
While you're over there, you could kick the crap out of that statue.
Wait, is the statue
Really
over here?
piss him off. I thought there was.
I thought it was like over here somewhere. The
They were
statues.
over there by the rock piles next to
Yeah.
poor dead men that you could not save from the Sturges, who bled slowly to death from 1,000 little bites.
Okay. So we're starting over. I was like right here. What I'm gonna do then is just second question. Can I use 2-weapon fighting from throwing daggers? Like I just throw 2 at him,
Didn't mean to do that.
or is it only melee?
You bought an extra dagger, right?
I had 4. I
2-weapon
just
fighting is
It's only-
2 attacks with 2 separate weapons.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Garmy, have you ever heard of a rule where you can't do 2 dagger throws in the same? I've never seen anybody try it. I just never really thought about it.
Weapon.
Because if it says if it's a melee attack. Because it might say it's a melee attack, which means it's not a ranged attack. Or is it ambiguous and it says 2 attacks and it doesn't specify melee or not?
I'm reading right now.
Is this music too intense? You mean to like find something more peaceful and mystical? Because trust me, if I could play The Witcher, la 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 la, I'd play that too.
If a weapon has a throw-in property, then it's driven fighting. You can't do attack with a different light. It's just an attack, so there's no specification on if it's ranged or melee. It's just an attack.
You just want to.
If either weapon has the throw-in property, you can throw the weapon instead of a melee attack. So yeah, you can do it ranged.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah,
Oh,
you could throw 2
fuck.
daggers because you already
Yeah.
threw 1, right?
I threw 1. I have 3 left.
Okay.
Okay.
You bought out Mila's stock of here's my supposedly magical daggers that aren't actually magical.
Dear God. Does that only count for 1? Do I still get the other one?
Yeah, you still
So
have
you-
the other attack.
You saw the other attack. That one just straight up just no.
And the second one
But
doesn't
could-
get the
could he,
proficiency
like-
though, right?
Could he like
second one
fumble
doesn't get
with
the-
it and it actually just like falls at his feet and he can just pick it back up and
And
no.
use it as the second attack. Like
Then he'll still have 2 daggers after this.
Then he'll still have a
No.
dagger he can throw.
Okay.
your dagger hit. Your
Oh,
second
that's a
attack.
good
Oh,
point.
actually, hold on. So you rolled so you don't get to add your
Minus-
proficiency to that, right? So,
Yeah, so it's
no,
just
you did not hit.
minus.
Oh, fucking hell.
that's-
Okay. That sucks. Well, I'm gonna use my bonus action to, like I said, hide way down here in this building.
Fucking,
I'm dashing the hell
Bye.
out of there.
I'm in here with the moldy books. All right. All right. Caroused. The pressure's on. Garmy's back up though. There's no stress. He chugged some health potions.
I feel like I
He's
should
feeling
chug a
like a-
health potion right now.
Feeling like a brand new gnome. Take your full turn and use it, get the full benefit, or you can use a bonus action to roll for it.
Can you explain that to me?
So the way that we were homebrewing this one is if you take your action, your 6-second action, you can just get the full HP for it, 2d4 plus 2, right? So boom, get 10 HP just out of the box. Or you can take it as a bonus action, but you have to roll the 2d4. So you could technically get at the minimum you could get 4 HP back if you want to roll it as a bonus action. And then you could still attack. But if you want
If
to
you
take
take
it,
your
get the
full
full
action,
benefits,
you
don't
get
to attack.
10.
Can I
So it's pretty-
can I go walk to a different area if I do that?
You can move, yeah.
Yeah, you can still move. You just can't. Like the choice is just on your action, right? So you can still move 30 feet. You couldn't move 65 or what? 70. You couldn't move 70 feet, because that would require you giving up your action.
Is this area here up above this spot here? It's
Correct.
stairs going up.
Yeah. So I would say it's 10 feet
And-
taller, probably at
And
least.
this platform is level with this?
Correct. Those 2 platforms are basically level at where you're standing.
How high is this wall? Would I be able to see over it?
I'd say it's probably like a few feet tall, like a little parapet.
Like a little half wall?
That's 75 feet high. You need to do a acrobatics check to climb. I'm just kidding. Yeah, you can. I would say you'd still be able to shoot over it.
I don't know what benefit it would give me to go up here, though.
I mean, there's not really a height advantage thing for you right now or anything like that. So mechanically, it
Partial
doesn't really.
cover.
I would say that you would get at least probably a couple of. You'd get an AC buff of being under like partial cover, half cover, something like that from being up there. But he doesn't have any spells he can cast. He doesn't have any ranged attacks beyond his breath weapon.
That's enough to kill me.
You could. I mean, his breath weapon, the only person he couldn't one-shot with it is probably Brea. I mean, it's a pretty chunk.
You can definitely one-shot me. We've already figured that out.
I mean, if the
It
roll
would
had been different, he
it
could
would've
have
killed me too.
one shot. Well, he could have just knocked you all on you out, right? Like, but
He could have. I assume if it's about the damage, I think it is. He could have potentially killed me outright.
yeah, because
So
he hit
they
you
could-
for 28, right? Something like that.
Yeah. So he would have. He would have needed to. If I had had less hit points, if I hadn't taken the health potion right before that fight,
He could the most
could
he
have
could
potentially
hit you
killed
for.
me.
He could hit you for 40 would be his max.
that would
damage.
kill me. That would
Yes.
kill me.
Fuck.
I only have 19 hit points total.
If
Give
he
me a
hits,
negative 19, I'd be
his
dead.
damage is 40-10, so he could hit you for 40 max and take out everybody except Brea. If you failed like your saving throw.
Yeah.
I don't want to waste a health potion. And
I mean,
do
it's
Not a waste.
and use it
Not
on
a waste if
bonus
it
Not a
saves your
waste
life.
if it saves you.
Here, we'll
But
change the
it's-
music.
I just don't know if I want to use a full turn on it. I feel like using a bonus action to have a health potion is a bad idea because then there's a possibility that I won't get very much out of it. But on the other hand, I don't know
If
that
you roll it, yeah, I mean you're gonna at the minimum you're gonna get 50% of what the health potion is, right? What you could get if you take it as a turn. That's why it's a choice, right? Like, do you want to take your whole
Yeah.
turn and get all the HP, or you want to use a bonus action?
Army has made a point to just chug it because he wants to get damage done. I'll say that much. But now Garmy is out of potions. And he's not at full health. So if that lets you know my thoughts about using potions in battle
what is
at
your
this
HP
point,
right
this
now?
type of fight. Yeah. What are you at?
I'm at 8. 8 hit points.
You might want to take the full action.
Yeah.
I mean, it's up to you. What's your max?
24.
You're at 30% of your HP.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might
Yeah,
want
I
to
would
take
probably
the whole...
take the entire potion, and
Yeah.
most likely.
Damn.
And then move.
On the upside, you're not fighting the kobolds too. Remember how I was like, time out, hold up.
That was kind of what I agreed to. We discussed like I don't think we don't have a charisma character in this party. That we are probably, if we fail persuading, we fail to deceive. It's too risky. Let's just kill him and move on.
Now the other side about that, because I've sat there this week thinking about what would happen too, just up to this point, and I was like, you know what though, like Sparkrender with his breath attack, he's not going to give a shit if he takes out some kobolds who were just his little minions doing stuff for him.
Yeah.
So even if they were fighting you, he would probably still cast it, not caring about where the kobold's at, because like he can go find more
that
kobolds.
action economy, when the
Oh, yeah.
dragon can already take us out, any of us potentially out with one hit.
And then you got like 7 things fighting you. Yeah.
That action economy was just it was too risky. The decision. Garmy is much more intelligent than me. Went through all the math I had done for the past week and decided the only option was murder.
So do I roll this, or do I just add 10 health points?
Are you gonna take it as a full action?
Full action.
And you just add the hit points and delete it from your character sheet.
Okay. And then I'm going
You
to
still get
just
35 feet.
move
Yep.
up here like halfway out of so I have that bit of barrier there.
She wants a good view of the fight before she climbs down the fucking walls and bails. She's like, how's it going, guys? How's it going down there, guys?
Hey, gods that teleport me away at random times now might be convenient.
All right, Bray, it's your turn. You ever
Fuck.
dance with the blue dragon in the pale moonlight?
This earthquaking time, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna rage. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll my d12 or my d8.
Is that a 5?
That was a 10.
10? That was a 10?
Wait,
That was
what?
a 10.
No, she rolled a
That's
D.
fine.
Yeah, you rolled a D10. Like you need to. Let's get.
Oh, you need to roll a
Wait.
D. Was it D8 or D10? You need to.
I think it's a D8 on that table,
It's a
isn't it?
d8. Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
I clicked d8. I'm sorry. Am I re-rolling?
Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead and re-roll it.
Okay.
6.
All right. So what
What's
effect
that?
do you get with a?
Until your rage ends, you are surrounded by multicolored protective lights. You gain a +1 bonus to AC, and while within 10 feet of you, your allies gain the same bonus.
Oh,
Okay.
Nice.
I don't think any of us are within 10 feet.
You're not.
Yeah, but if you
But
can
you
work,
could be.
so
I'm gonna
But
have
if-
Could have
to.
been.
if you are up there engaged with it and fighting, and Yuki wants to now come up and fight, Yuki can get his advantage. You
Yeah.
have a little bit extra protection. Yuki can do her special stuff.
And
What?
who's rolling?
No, I'm just rolling. Go.
What?
Go. You good?
I'm just
You're good.
rolling. That's not.
Just rolling.
That's
So- You
never
got
a
your-
good sign.
Yeah, you're good.
No, the rage is my full action, right?
No, it's your bonus action.
No, it's a bonus action on your turn.
You can still run up and earthquake the shit out of this motherfucker.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's what I'm about to
Language, I apologize.
Family friendly.
do. It's Girth
Christian
Bacon.
channel,
Bye.
okay?
Really family friendly.
No, I'm not. Have you heard?
Like-
Have you heard how I talk?
Have you heard the jokes we've told with Brian? Come on.
And
Oh,
I
you
don't,
know.
I don't get advantage on this one. It was just for the first attack, right?
Yeah, so I have to
Direct
move up
us
there. Here, let me help you. You also have to move up there. Let me give you a little
Thanks.
boost. A wind pushed you. You were like you felt compelled to approach your target to attack. Feel free to move
Get it.
yourself in any square that you want.
I mean, I guess that's fine there. What?
It's up to you.
If
I don't
you-
want to.
If you do move on the other side of him and his back is turned towards me when I come out, I could potentially get a sneak attack.
You can get advantage,
You get
which
advantage
gives
for
you
sure.
sneak
Does it-
advantage.
Does
Just for him-
advantage?
Would that
Just
give
because
you the
that's the-
advantage? If I move
No,
there?
the other
You'd have
side.
to,
I think
because
just-
it has to be directly opposite.
Well, it doesn't. I thought there was something with sneak attack where you get advantage if there's a person engaged with the.
Engage because they're distracted, right? There's something
Yeah.
specific about your class that they just have to be engaged with something.
Yeah,
for you to get
So if-
advantage, but they
So
won't.
if Brea is fighting the dragon and is
Yeah.
actively fighting it, then she's within 5 feet and you'll get advantage. I think that's. Let me double check rogues.
Oh, it says I don't need advantage if another enemy is within 5 feet of it.
There you go.
That's all I need. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, you don't have to flank because of your
Yeah.
class specifics.
Yeah, it's sneak attack you get. It's not advantage. It's you get the sneak attack.
I get the sneak attack.
Yeah.
You
So
hit?
there's my... Yeah.
Earthquake.
Wait, I rolled a 20, so do I get like a critical hit?
No, you rolled a 22.
But you didn't get a
You
natural
didn't get
20.
a 20.
Okay.
You have to roll it. You have to just get a 20 plus your modifiers.
Chop his head off.
I mean, he screams. He's not dead. He's definitely bleeding. I mean, you found a weakness to whap this little dragon wormling like right into the chesticles.
Are you
um,
immune to axe damage?
Yeah, he's not immune to axes, that's for sure.
Are you
So he
immune to
shrieks at
I
shrieks
don't know.
at you, and he tells you
turned
that
his
he
next.
will.
I don't know if I'd talk badly to him right now, or he's gonna attack the shit out of you.
He says that he will
I'm shit talking to the grave.
pick his teeth with your bones.
Oof.
I'm just gonna like whisper back, like, you attack the smallest one of us first.
He was.
Coward.
And yeah, so.
Oh,
I don't
What
think
do we do now?
anybody is in a direct line, really.
Oh no, she is. She's absolutely in a direct line.
With who? No, but
third.
with a direct line with him, but in
Yeah,
a direct
it's
line
just
with
me.
like 2 of
It's
us.
just her. It's just Bray.
Yeah.
You need to roll a DC save, your dexterity save, over a 12.
How do I do that?
Doesn't she have
go
on your
to
character sheet.
attributes.
Doesn't she have an additional AC though?
This
And
doesn't
plus-
require
This won't affect
just-
AC. It's saving throw.
This is just a saving throw based on her dexterity. So it should just be clicking the +2 next to on your dex, I think. If you click on dex, and you just do saving throw, and it will add it for you.
Just a normal one, right?
Yeah, just normal.
Ugh.
You take 18 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
You can take it. You can take it.
Not terrible.
Come on, tank.
Yeah. Oh,
Wait, is it
Oh,
is
shit.
it the blue dragon's turn right now, or is it still Brea's turn?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I thought I changed it.
Okay.
It will be Garmi's turn.
It's still on the ground.
It is still on the ground. It is not flown up because I mean it's not stupid. It knows if it tries to flee, it can just get hit again. So
How's it looking damage-wise? Is it looking hurt?
yeah, it's bleeding, right? It's taking some girth quaking. It's taking some shatter damage, right? So it's breathing. It's kind of frothy. He's not as flamboyantly, outrageously dickish at this moment as he was when he screamed, right? And you can tell that he's kind of favoring one side. When he breathes his attack at Brea, like he kind of slumped a little bit to the side, and he's obviously heavily wounded.
What's the distance on this? 90 feet. Garmy takes it, pokes out from another corner, points his walking stick, and the diamond at the tip of it starts to shine a little bit. And then, what damage type do I want here? You know what? I'm going to stick with, he's the lightning, I'll bring the thunder. And a little blue orb shoots out from the diamond, the edge of the staff, and I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb.
Nice. Okay, let's do this.
can I like aid him? Can I give him like advantage on his turn?
Not really. It's an attack throw. Come on.
So which damage type you choosing? Thunder. Okay.
I'm choosing thunder. Yes. Oh fudge! That's a terrible roll. It misses.
That dude's
It
huge
misses.
though. That dude's huge. How could you miss?
He's a medium-sized creature. He's basically just slightly larger than Brea.
Never
Right,
mind.
he's a little wormling
Would
boy.
be easy to miss, I guess.
Still
I mean,
have
and the orb's only like this big, right? It's like
Yeah.
4 inches or something, so like a big old.
it
somebody throwing
kind
a
of
beer bottle.
shoots over off against the wall, and the wall kind of cracks.
Sparks kind of fly,
Ooh.
right?
Yeah, but I miss. I don't think I have a single bonus action that I can do that would be helpful at all. I will just dive back in my corner.
Okay. I'm going to. Can I just run that far normally? No, I cannot. Well, I have to use my dash action to get all the way back over there to the
You can
dragon.
dash as your bonus action.
Yeah, that's what. And then I'm going to.
Yeah, because you could only get about there, right? So you're gonna lose.
I have
But
to
if you
dash
take,
there.
yeah, so you won't get any action, only a bonus action, right?
But,
if you take any
Oh, no,
footage of. Oh no, you can
If he
lose.
takes
You
a
get
bonus
dash.
action,
I'm sorry, I thought he said this is action.
No,
Sorry,
bonus action.
silent.
Yeah. And then I have advantage on the attack roll, right?
no, you have you get your sneak attack because you don't get advantage, but you do get your sneak attack.
Oh, I get the sneak attack damage, but not the advantage. Okay.
Correct.
So let's just hope I.
Yeah, you
freaking-
could dash to the other side at 60 feet, right? And then you could get advantage on an attack.
Yeah, you have the space to do that because you're dashing. You could make
Would
that
he be
run.
in front
See,
of me if
I'm
I
glad.
choose to attack then, though?
Oh, I'll go.
No, because you're kind of
like,
above, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
that's
like a
right,
clear
yeah,
shot kind of down.
okay.
There's. Well, I'm gonna step on the body of this roasted guy that Garmy killed, and I'll be right here then. And
I
then.
mean, kind of. I think you kind of have to be over here on this body.
It's
on
hard
that
to
one.
move them
There
through
you
the
go.
kobolds.
Oh, okay.
You got to be directly opposite. But now you both
Uh,
get advantage.
Okay.
And you also get plus
Alright,
one to your
you hit.
AC because you're close enough to Brea.
Oh.
Yeah, you're
I'll
within the
So
10
your
feet.
AC goes up.
Oh, beautiful. And so I get just normal damage plus sneak attack, right?
Plus
So
your
that's
sneak attack, yep.
8, and then let me do my sneak. Wait, did I do that right? Normal 4.
So, Yuki lets out this blood-curdling shriek. She pulls out, she's got her wakizashi out, right, and her dagger out, and she runs up and jumps up onto the back of this wormling and just double stabs it, like, right in the neck, and just, like, you can see the swords, like, poke through each side. And Sparkrender shrieks, screams, just, no!
You're muted. It didn't get it. It didn't get the scream. You're not muted, but it, like.
I was like, what? No? Yeah,
It
but
cut
yes.
out.
Yeah, so I mean, you just jump up and Yuki just slams those knives into its neck, and you just watch them just go through both sides of his throat. She just rips them free, and just like Sparkrender collapses, and Yuki's just standing on top of the corpse.
Golden moment. I love it. I need off these
Nice.
dead bodies now.
Yuki gets the kill.
Nice. Holy shit, can I drink
Can
the
I-
health
Wait,
potion?
Juliana gets the kill.
Juliana!
right?
Juliana.
Juliana!
Nobody understands the Juliana.
I really
Except for
don't.
us.
Juliana. Good old
Oh.
Juliana.
Well done.
Dang, I didn't get a hit on it.
Okay, let's clean up some of these here.
Kara, what you doing over there?
I'm
Barney
coming back.
kind of
Oh wait, could we have
walks.
like inspected the body for anything?
Hang on, that was the.
We got time.
Is there anything up
Garmy
here
is going
while
to
I'm
kind
up
of
here?
walk in, kind of come up to the side of the wall, and just kind of collapse. He's shaking a little bit.
Is there
I'm sorry,
anything-
what was the question? I'm just reading something. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Is there anything
can
up
we-
here while I'm up
Oh.
here?
You could just tell. I mean, unless you want to search deeper, the only thing that you can see right now, it just looks like this is where the kobolds were kind of just hanging out. Right? There's no door or entrance that you can see. They just have like scraps of food and bits of clothing, and but otherwise, that's just the area where they kind of lived.
Okay.
But it's just a tower with no other entry in it.
Oh my god, we're not dead.
I'm gonna go hang out
I
next
had
to
every
Harmony
confidence that you guys wouldn't die.
and pass him one of the health potions that I have.
After like
He
3
doesn't
days.
take it. He's just sitting there, kind of shaking.
Hang Hang on, I'm just
Okay.
looking at something real quick here. Okay. Go back to this. I got so many tabs open.
Music is way too intense still.
I'm gonna like walk
I was
over.
trying to make it super. This one is Temple of Bone.
I can
Some
take
Rugrats,
off
man.
the dangerous red lights.
I know I went back from blue because it was making me look a little too pasty. I was like,
I'm gonna
all
walk
right.
over here
So-
and kind of say like, now we need to figure out how to destroy these statues
Like kick him over the edge.
before that comet comes.
Can I do an investigation check on the body?
yeah, you can.
If I just drink a health potion while I'm
Ooh.
sitting here, do I roll for that or do I?
If you want to take a health potion, you just automatically would get the full
We're out
HP
of
back from
combat,
it.
so
Oh,
it's
wait,
assumed you don't
can we-
kill any of it.
Can we just do like a long rest? Do we have time for that, or is this comet like coming?
No.
Like my full HP?
We've done a long rest too recently to do another long rest. We could do a short rest.
You can do a short rest and use your hit dice, unless there's something else hostile here. I mean, I'm just throwing out ideas. Yeah, you could use a short rest.
A short rest?
Yeah, because you just did a short rest the night before, right? So it's only now about like noon, right? Noon the next day. So you won't be able to take another long rest until the evening.
I do need a short rest. I'm like half dead over here.
Jeremy is he just doesn't move. He's just and if after when people are starting to take their short rests after a little bit,
Ugh.
he kind of looks up at everyone and it's just, I'm sorry. I didn't think we had time to deal with them, and then I thought they might call him down on us, and then killing them called him down on us. It's my fault.
Dear God.
I'm sorry, it's my fault.
Those HPs, the HPs are just rolling on in.
No, I don't think I did the right thing.
Oh, that's weird. You just took a short rest for no. That was weird.
I think I'll do one
Nothing
more.
popped up. Did I do something wrong?
I'm not happy with the number I got.
Yeah, that's weird.
I'll take another 4.
What am I
That's fine.
supposed to? Did I just clicked on the S rest button.
I don't know why it's doing that.
Should I try it
What's it-
again?
How many? We can just roll a hit dice if you
Oh,
want to just do
select
one.
dice to roll. Oh,
You have to roll first.
duh.
Okay, so you gain back
It-
6, so that should put you at max, right?
Yay! Oh, cool. Okay.
I'm double checking how many spells I can get back on my arcane recovery. Either 1 or 2, and I just want to make sure.
Oh, I still have all my spell slots. That's right.
Yeah, because we refunded your spell because you hadn't attacked first. It'd be kind of.
Yeah. Sweet.
I rolled an 18, by the way, on that investigation.
Yeah, so I mean, you don't really find anything of value on him other than
Ooh.
you can take a few of his scales, like 3 blue dragon wormling scales. Value to be determined lately, because I would assume they're probably only going to sell for like probably a bit more than the obsidian. They're just blue dragon scales, but you could also take a tooth.
Okay, so DM,
Tooth
I
is
need
probably
a
about as
ruling.
long as like probably 6-7 inches long, something like that. 6-7 inches long.
I need a ruling on arcane recovery.
Okay.
The as written, you have learned to regain some of your magical energy by studying your spellbook. Once per day, when you finish a short rest, you can choose to expend spell slots to recover. The spell slots have a combined level that is equal to or less than half your wizard level, rounded up. So,
You're
as a level 3 wizard, that's 1.5, so that I can get a level 2 spell or 2 level 1 spells.
That's the way I interpret that, just based on what you said. Because you round it, cut it in half. Like take your wizard
Yeah.
level, divide it by 2, or divide it in half, and then round it up. So 2 would be.
So
So you could get one. I would read it as you get 1 second level spell or 2 first level spell slots.
I think I'm gonna take 1 second level spell.
until we really want to delve into that. But I think that's right. But if like this ever comes up again, just we'll just do it. We'll play it by ear, but do it live. But that's the way I interpret it. Take your wizard level. Well, yeah, because it's not talking about take your like spell level, right? Because you like it just says take your wizard level, right?
Less than half your wizard level rounded up.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
1.5 round up to 2, you get a second level
Yep.
spell or 2 first level spell slots.
Yep, that works. Okay. I have a second level spell slot and 1 second level, 1 first level. That's all I got for the rest of the day. But
yeah, since they limit that to 1 short rest per day, right? Can't do it at your next short rest.
I can only arcane recover once per day. I don't know if I get any more of that at any point, but I don't think so. No, I don't think so. After the short rest, I don't. Garmy is a little quiet even after his apology. He starts searching through and wants to search. He starts ritually casting detect magic as soon as. Oh no, we already searched this room with detect magic. As soon as we're done with our short rest, he's gonna go and start inspecting this other room.
Can you go up there yet?
Let me go back here and look. So you were going where?
Over
Okay.
to where I moved myself.
We have to turn the thing first, right? Or
I'll do it.
No, I've been thinking about this today. I think I know how to do this.
To like do the winch.
yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
yeah.
Because only one of you would have to stay behind to turn
Oh,
the
that's
winch.
right.
But
Oh,
I'm
you're up
you-
there now.
oh.
You're up there now. I turned it.
You're all by
Get your ass
yourself,
back
okay.
up there,
Okay.
Garmy.
hopefully Spark Render Jr. ain't up there.
Went up anyway.
All right, so you go up to the top, right? So you're on the top of the tower now. That tower is, like I said, about 45 feet up, right? To
Oh,
where
that's
you're
the
at.
actual top of the tower? Cool.
Yeah, you're at the top of the tower, and you see these 4 statues around you. All their little hands point different directions. And you said you're going to take 10 minutes
And ritually
cast-
cast detect magic.
to ritually
yeah.
cast detect magic. All right, so
And I assume in the meantime they're bringing other people up as well to explore.
trying to think here. All right, so 30 foot radius.
Yeah. Here.
I'm
Can
gonna
that
move
elevator
up behind
go
him because
down?
I'm not really keen on him being up there by himself.
Somebody would have to like be there to crank it,
I
right?
can crank
Let you
it.
up, let you down.
Hey,
Can
can you crank me up?
Can I crank you up? You're quite
mean,
a bit
or-
larger than I.
I mean, the other option is you could probably get on it, cut the rope, counterweight falls, right? Boop! You fly up there, but now you're stuck at the top without
Go way down.
without
can
climbing
this
down.
thing go down or just up?
That winch will move it both directions.
Can we go down?
Only if somebody stays below to turn the winch.
I'll stay down.
But we can
You
like
just like, fuck it,
search.
this is obviously safe here.
No. So this platform is on a specific.
Are you saying is
level.
there stuff beneath us?
This is higher, 45 feet or so. You said.
That's 45 feet above the ocean.
Instead
yeah, so
of
you're...
taking this elevator from this platform up, can we take this elevator from this platform down?
No.
Okay.
Are you sure there's not a hidden path with a treasure chest? And we
like
open
7,
it, we
8
get
of them maybe that you need like ponies to just so
It
much
just seems
shit. They're like,
weird to have such a tall thing with nothing
Well, I
underneath
think
it.
I think there's stuff in it. I just think we have to find the way in the tower.
So I'd say 30 feet. Yeah, you detect some magic down below your feet. The old
Wait, it's
poor
up there.
man's
There's-
way of finding out if this is a hidden room.
There's
Like-
definitely magic beneath us. I think we gotta find the way in the tower. And while it's active for the next 10 minutes, I want to like examine the statues,
Can
examine
you
the
go
floor.
back on the elevator and go down and see if it's
Good.
So you
Good
do
thinking.
notice when you're
And
up
I
there,
do that
right?
too. I go up and down the elevator with it active as well.
Man, my arm's getting tired.
You're gonna be so buff when you're done with this. You're gonna have big old biceps.
Use your bow arm so you're getting that exercise.
So you do notice when you're up top, you do see that there was like some type of like wall collapse on the northwest side of that tower too. It doesn't seem to expose anything, but there was like some type of cave-in. Now you're at the top, so let's see here.
And even if I'm from the bridge going down, I can kind of see the entire tower as we go up and down.
So these appear to be 4 statues of some type of scholarly-like people. You can tell by their robes, and there's like parchment in the statues, like, you know, that's kind of like ingrained in these statues, right, as part of them. Like you see like parchment poking out. And if you want to roll an intelligence investigation check, maybe you discover more. You're the fucking worst wizard. No, I'm just kidding. Does anybody want to assist him? I will allow a reroll.
Can I? I'll do it.
Yeah,
Let's see.
I'll take a reroll.
Let you reroll it.
Better.
All right. Woohoo!
Better.
That's better. All right. So, as you're investigating the statues, you're poking little gnomey, stubby little baby fingers around. You feel one of the statues kind of like shift a bit, like it might be able to be moved. And then you notice that as you've walked around, your feet have cleared some of the dust and debris. You can see that like there's some bones in the north corner where your good friend Sparkrender was out, where he liked to cuddle up at night, right? But you do notice that towards like the southeast quadrant of the floor, you see a constellation that resembles a dragon.
Do I recognize the constellation as like an actual constellation?
You would recognize it as a constellation. And
Like-
you also notice that you have some type of weirdly star mappy thing down here.
and it matches up with it. What would
I have
what-
cartography
and this-
tools if that helps.
So, can I, since I discovered the statues can move, I want to try to point all the statues towards that constellation.
So I need you to make another wisdom check.
Wisdom check. Oh man,
You can just
Is this-
perception.
is this a check or just perception? Okay.
It's a perception check.
Am I? Is Brea assisting me? Is my faithful assistant?
Yeah. Always.
Natural 20.
So you notice that when you're trying to shift these statues around, because again, you got these little gnomey baby fingers. They seem to move once you start to move your statue. It starts to move pretty freely, but you notice that like it wants to settle towards the southeast quadrant of the room, and it takes more effort to nudge it to any other position.
So it wants to point towards the astrolabe. So I point at that direction.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Ray's just laughing at him, moving it on his own.
Should we destroy these statues?
I was just gonna ask that. Like, do they have any value, or are they just like rock formations?
Oh,
So
I thought
which-
y'all already destroyed them before the short rest.
I don't
No, those are
think
the
we did.
statues down here that you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
These
what
are the
we're talking
statues
about.
up here.
Yeah. I thought
On top
yeah, I
of the
thought they
tower.
were talking about the statues at the base. That they
We were.
destroyed those already.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah.
I don't think we've destroyed them yet.
No, you haven't destroyed them yet.
Let's
If you
destroy
want
those.
to,
Can we
it will
destroy
take you
those?
about 45 minutes to destroy the statues. I mean, they're
Wow.
stone painted. Like you're gonna break them up. You're gonna need to like bash it with a crowbar or something. It's gonna take you a little bit of time.
Okay.
Do I have
Start
any
smashing.
special tools for that?
Can I
It's like
earthquake it?
I mean, you could, but like, I'll just say it takes 45 minutes if you just want to sit there and destroy them until they're just pieces. This is like some Property Brothers shit right here. We're doing a remodel on the rotunda.
I have a hammer. Can I do a hammer check?
Spark renders an underwater basket weaver. Makes
hammer
his budget.
check?
His budget for renos is $250,000.
He works as a single mom and has an income of $1 million.
Can you delete your little circle, Velio?
Oh, sorry. That was where my magic
Yeah, your
range
detect
was
magic
going
was
up and down the elevator. So I know all the magic that's in this freaking tower.
So what did you find? Let me ask that again with real words. What did you do with the statues?
I pointed them all, like you said, they all wanted to point one direction, so I pointed them all that direction, towards the southwest. As I thought what you said.
Okay. Yeah, no, yeah. They're towards the southeast quadrant. Right? They always wanted to point towards the southeast.
Yeah,
Right?
that's
So,
what
okay.
I did it the way my intelligence roll, my perception roll told me to look. But
So as you move those and they settle into position, there's this like kind of like grinding noise, like two bricks being moved against each other, and a half circle shaped spiral staircase is exposed as part of the roof peels away, and the spiral staircase leads down to the darkness of the tower.
I found the way in.
Yuki
Y'all
should
want
go
to get up
first.
here?
She's the rogue.
Either put the
But
one with the most hit points or the sneakiest one first.
we all need to get up to the top of the tower to go in.
Yeah.
Yes.
So how about this? Can I like give Brea a rope and she can just attach it up there, and then I can be the last one to just use the rope to get up?
Yeah, you could do that. Absolutely.
Well, are
No,
the
let's
statues
just-
destroyed?
Oh, has it been 45 minutes?
I'd say 45 minutes have passed. Right.
Yeah,
I'm already up,
I was
though,
up
so you'll
there
have to give it to
working.
her.
Well, I have
Garmy the Gerber baby moved all the statues into position.
never mind, I don't have rope, so I can't help.
He's got the little gnomey fingers.
Oh wait,
He's
did
just,
I
like,
get my
Getting
rope
in all the
back?
crevices.
We used
Wait,
the rope
I have
already,
rope
didn't
I
we?
on
have
me.
rope.
I'll just throw one down.
There you go.
I will assume that you collected your rope if you had used it previously.
Okay, good. So then
Yeah.
I'll send Karast up and do an acrobatics check
Yeah.
with the rope.
Wait,
You
I'm
even have to
doing
do
an
an acrobat-
acrobatics.
You don't have to do an
No, you
acrobatics
just-
check
you
if
just-
you just
Oh,
You
just
climb
do
it.
rope.
it
You're
and
not
then
in,
you up.
yeah, you're
I'm
not
saying
in,
you
you're not
up.
in combat or anything. There's no like
You-
just take your
you
time.
can-
You're like, oh no,
you
I
can
slipped a
take-
little bit.
to steal from older editions, take a 10.
Okay.
That's
I'm
sort of
gonna
like what
keep my
destroy the
rope.
statues are. Do you really want to
Okay.
go roll attack rolls for statues, or just take you 45 minutes or so just to bash them into
Yeah.
pieces so there's like, they're screwed up.
So, do you want Meat Shield to go down first, or do you want Sneaky to go down first? Or sometimes
Well,
Sneaky?
are we worried about traps? I do detect magic down this hole. Or I did. My spell's worn off at this point.
I'm just gonna frown.
There be magic down there.
They're magic in them there tunnels.
Perception check?
It is. Did you go down?
Sure.
I'm
Okay.
just asking.
Are you sneaking? Are you
Yeah.
stealthing?
I am stealthing right now,
It's gonna
very
be dark
slowly.
down there, isn't it?
Well, there's light, I assume, coming in from the ceiling. From this hole we opened.
Oh, whoa.
Ooh.
Nice.
I do.
I will move over there. Whee! To the
Oh, it's
stairs.
a staircase.
Yeah.
It's a staircase that goes down from the top.
But no
Takes you
tracks?
like about 30 feet down into the bottom of the tower.
I'm 30 feet
Yeah.
down.
I mean, it's gonna take you a little bit, but you're heading down like 20, 30 feet. You're like a story under. The thing's like 45 feet above the ocean, so you
I'll-
kind of
I'll
went down
follow-
like 15.
I'll
15
follow
feet.
closely behind, because I don't want
Hey,
Yuki
no big
going
deal.
And
down
then
by himself.
I'll follow
themselves.
behind Karast. I don't want to be last. I guess that leaves Brea taking up the rear.
Do I need to come down, or do I need to stay up?
I think we should
You.
all be down here, just in case.
In case we get locked inside.
But you didn't
It's-
hear the magic words yet.
Anything. Oh.
Roll for initiative. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
Gelatinous
Ah.
cubes fill the room. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, God. In that tiny of a space? Ugh.
Are we
Everybody
gonna be
crushing
able to
everybody
get
else.
out of this? Like nothing's gonna close on us, right?
It
Well,
depends.
I thought the wall was broken right
Ah.
here.
No, there's just like some of the stones have fallen in and like just caused like a rubble pile, but you can't like get through it.
Okay.
Like as if it was probably solid and pieces of it have fallen, but you can still see the wall above. But yes, it's covering about 5 feet on each side.
Oh.
So it's about that cave. It's about 15 feet, like totally in width. So what do you want to do? You have found this room. It is dark, and somebody doesn't have dark vision. And I'm just saying,
I have a
whoever that would
lantern.
be.
I will.
Who would that be?
I will
You?
I will sit down on the floor. I'll get comfortable, and I will start again, taking out my tools and start ritually casting detect magic again
Wait,
to find
can
the
I
source
just-
of the magic.
Do that walking into the room?
You can. So you're gonna show Garmy up finally, because you've had that for a while.
I've been sitting on it forever.
So like, I imagine Garmy starts setting up, and you've seen him do this 100 times at this point. And then you do what?
Just gonna
You've
like,
had a long battle.
just gonna look around. Like you don't need to stress anymore.
Stale air,
You-
heavy
you've
with the
done some
smell of
hard
old
work.
parchment.
So that other people know what's going on, you have a feature as your barb type that
Yeah.
does
Lets you
what
just detect
specifically?
magic, right?
Magic awareness, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's what, 15 feet or something?
No, it's
You can-
actually hers is actually
60.
more powerful than mine.
Oh wow.
60 feet.
Mine is only 30 feet.
It just has
Hers
to not be
is
behind total
60
cover.
feet.
Oh yeah, so it can't be behind something behind a wall. So if it's
Yeah.
not in that room, you wouldn't see it. I knew there was a
Yeah.
limitation. I can't remember what it was.
Well, hers is 60 feet, and it only lasts for a round.
Sure, but it has to be something that she can. It has to be in an area she can see. So if you're
Yeah.
above it and there's no and she can't see it, then she doesn't know it's there.
Yeah.
Yours is like I permeate everything within 30 feet.
Yeah.
But if there's like an open battlefield and anything magical is within 60 feet, she'll like be able to go find it.
Yeah.
See, like I can do it and tell you it's it's not out in the open, and then you can just do your thing.
Well,
Or-
he's still working on it, grumbling. But do you see anything, DM? Does she see anything?
Well, I'm about to read. I was trying to read it, but you guys were having
All
fun,
right.
so I didn't want.
Parchment
Sorry.
paper, something about smelling it.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Stale air, heavy with the smell of old parchment, floods your nostrils. The walls are lined with shelves stuffed full of old tomes and yellowing scrolls. There's glass cases toppled over and shattered, their contents just strewn about the floor. And the sound of splintering wood echoes through the space, and a moment later, you see an agitated bronze dragon about the size of a bear pulling himself up out of the wreckage from under the rubble pile. Like the
Oh.
rocks start to shift, and then he crawls out. Because that's what you heard, groaning and screaming and pissed off every now
He
and then.
was
him
trapped.
trying to free himself from the cave-in. And he looks at you in his bronzy dragon form, about the size of a bear, which is about the same size as Sparkrender was. And he just greets you with a smile on his face, as such as a dragon can smile, which you're not sure if it's a snarl or a smile. And he introduces you to Adron and asks you about the fate of Sparkrender. Where is
Dead.
that blue dragon bastard?
Dead.
He's dead.
Oh, you just like
Upstairs?
shows him a palm full of his scales and his tooth.
And he looks at you and says, brave but distasteful to take a trophy.
Oof. Okay. Well.
I would have done the same.
To be
Ain't
fair,
nothing wrong with it,
he
but I
li-
mean, come on, man. If somebody showed you a human finger from somebody that you murdered, would something like
That's
Whoa.
I never thought of it that way.
That's cool, bro, but that's what my own kind, right? You show me a boar's head that's stuffed. You show me like, here's this human hand I kept as a trophy. I'd be like, we having a
Well,
different conversation. So he
those
doesn't
might
look
have been
upset
some
with
of those.
you.
Some of those teeth might have been picked out of one of us, so we didn't. They weren't really trophies as much as battle scars.
So he just kind of chuckles and says, well, thank you. And then he says, I've been trying to dig my way out of that cave-in for days now.
Wow.
Well, Winara
he-
sent us to find
Guy
you.
must be
So
hungry. Want some
Well,
potatoes?
he recounts. He could. I mean, he's a dragon. I'd say they're probably omnivores, right? I mean, who doesn't like a good salad
some-
every now and then?
if you don't mind kobold meat, there's some dead kobolds. If you're really hungry. if
All
you
over
need
me. They've
Very
also
well
been.
done.
They've also been the lightning kind of cooked it, so I like
they
peel,
stabbed me.
like something
Like a
off
good
of me, and
medium
it
rare.
ends up being like jerky, and I hand it to them.
Cobalt jerky.
This might be really racist to a dragon. I don't know.
You gonna try to steal his leg?
Oh my.
It's attached to his body. I can't go one day without making that joke, okay?
Somebody's got to.
Never
and
gonna
and
live
he
down.
asks you, he says, my dear friends, thank you for defeating Sparkrender. What about the other inhabitants of the island? How are the kobolds and Renara? Are they okay? I worry greatly for what Sparkrender was going to do.
Renara sent us to find you, actually.
And his head kind of cocks to the side, and you could see that, he loses himself in thought for a second, and he says, I was wrong when I left her, and I should have stayed and listened to her wisdom. And when I fled, I found this place, and Sparkrender and I, we fought. We fought for hours until he finally wounded me enough. And when I landed at the base of the tower to try to just rest and recover, he collapsed it on me, and I've been trapped in the rubble for days trying to clear myself. I wish you had found me sooner. I would have been happy to help you fight him.
Yeah, that's my fault.
He says, don't worry about it. He's like, Sparkrender had a ritual planned. What of the statues that he
We
had his
destroyed
kobolds
those.
preparing?
We destroyed 2 statues, right? 2 statues. Do you know of any others that need
I
to
thought there
be?
were 4 that you guys
I thought there were
destroyed.
4. Yeah.
Yeah, there were 4
We
for
destroyed
different.
4 statues. Are there any others we need to be worried about?
Only if Yuki put it in her pockets trying to steal it from somebody. But he's like, I don't know, but I knew that he was preparing a ritual, and his plan was to sacrifice me and claim power from ancient dragons that have died here before, that are entombed within the island itself, like Shagarath or whatever, that dude. One of those names that we talked about last time. I don't remember what it was. Shagarath, I think it was.
Krillisvar, Eldenmere, Sharuth, and Turadir.
And yeah, he says he looks at you and he says yes, he was going to perform a ritual using those statues and claim this power for himself. And he's like, I don't know what the results would have been, but if he was able to claim their power, he would just have become a massive ancient dragon by accruing all of this power into himself. I don't know if he could have contained it or if it would have killed him, but if it hadn't killed him, everybody on this island and probably the Sword Coast would be in danger. So I thank you. And he kind of starts wandering around. He's kind of limping a little bit because he's dug himself out of like a couple 100 pounds of rubble. Took him 4 days. I will ask the ever important question. Do you want to do an investigation check, yo? You want to roll for investigation? See if you find anything here. Any cool loots, maybe?
He's been in here for a few days.
He's trapped under the rubble.
Okay.
He's trapped under the rubble trying to clear himself because when they got in their fight and he tried to rest, Sparkrender collapsed part of the wall on him and he was unable to get in. But he was able to free himself and let himself in the tower.
I'm assuming everyone's going to help me do the investigation, right?
Yes. And I'm assuming if Brea hasn't detected anything with her magic, I'm going to be casting detect magic again.
Yeah, so at first you find Sparkrender's fledgling hoard of cool little trinkets and shiny things. So you find pushed around in the corners of this room 4,500 copper.
Ooh.
2,200 silver.
Is someone writing this down? I don't have my journal open.
Brea is. Mother Trucker's on it. Our local accountant.
200 silver?
No. 4,500 copper, 2,200 silver, and 130 gold pieces.
100.
There are also 5 blue quartz crystals. Those are worth probably 10 if you can find somebody to barter with you to pay full list price, because I know when I buy my truck, I try to negotiate that shit down. 10 gold each
10 gold.
for the blue quartz crystals. And also 5 blue jasper stones worth 50 gold. Notice a blue trend here. You also find, this one you'll have to write down because there's not going to be an item in this in Foundry. Waterproof leather case that holds a blue silk fan painted with blue gems. It's a waterproof leather case with a blue silk fan inside.
Okay.
Like, you like pop the little button, you'll pull out a little fan. Right, it's a little fan, like a fan. Yeah, there you go. And it's a blue fan made of silk with little powdered blue gems all over it, and it's worth about probably 25 gold. And you also find a few other things that Sparkgrinder liked to amuse himself with, such as when you blow it, like a little crude flute, right? It doesn't seem to have anything special about it. With a pleasing, just a little You do note a hint of some type of magic on that.
Anything I detect magic on, I'm going to make sure to be setting aside to later, when we have more time, witchily cast Identify on all of those.
And you find an hourglass filled with sparkling sand. It's very glittery, as if you went to the buffet at lunch, the buffet at lunch. It's glittery, but lunch, but okay, whatever. Like, Garmy know what up. He's like, I know what's up, he knows what he's talking about. And a set of 7 candlesticks. Value unknown on those last few items, right? Flute that plays music.
The only thing magical was the flute?
Oh no, we haven't gotten to there yet.
Oh.
I got a roll for that beautiful bean footage. See what you get here. All right.
Okay.
All right. You're getting the juice. All right. So we're gonna find out what are we gonna get here. All right. So you find a +1 short sword.
Ooh.
You find a scroll of hold person.
Scroll of what?
Hold person spell. It's a second
Hold?
level enchantment.
HOLD?
HOLD. Hold person.
Hold.
You stay where I tell you to stay. Oh no, I'm a statue. Hold person.
Wow.
I'm gonna
Okay, I
pass
want
that
the
to
sword.
Garmy.
You guys gonna duke it out, mano a mano? Who gets the +1 sword?
I don't want the sword. I want that scroll. If I take that scroll, I can potentially learn it and cast it many times. If one of you uses that scroll to cast it, we can cast it once.
I've already handed it to you. So.
Oh, then I take it and I add it to my pack. And I will take the time later to put it in my book.
Nobody was challenging you, Gnome. Relax.
Sorry,
fight.
it has been a very long day.
You imagine
Can't
getting your
even read
ass
it.
kicked by like a Chucky doll, because that's what a gnome's like a little Chucky doll. Just like, imagine a gnome monk. That'd be like the most hilarious thing.
Oh, I need to.
See it.
So is the scroll the last thing?
Yes, like I said, a +1 sword, +1 short sword, and and that scroll of hold person on top of all the sick ass loots you just got.
What
So
was
what
the
does
first
the
thing that you
+1
said?
mean? Is that
So
This
it has a +1 to both its attack and its damage.
oh cool. Okay.
They generally
And
stop at +3 for the most part, because at that point you're just like.
And keep in mind it's also a magical weapon. So if a creature is resistant to non-magical damage, it'll still do full damage to them. Where a regular sword might only do half damage to that type of creature.
I
Was
wanna
that
know what
Taylor? I'm
happens
sorry.
if I'm getting
Caroused?
asleep.
What was the first thing you said was the loot that we found?
The money or the weapon?
Oh, it must have been the money.
Do you
Yeah,
want
so
me
we
to
talked
read it?
about the money and then the other objects, and
I
then
just didn't write it down.
and then as the other the other things that you found were a +1 short sword
Yeah,
and
yeah,
a
got it
scroll
all.
of hold person.
Yep.
I know Mother Trucker's writing it down in her sick
Yeah, I
journal.
got it all written down.
Okay.
She's like, I've got it written down for me. But you can add your weapons to your character sheets, right? If you hit the whole control space bar, you can do like +1.
Is there? I don't see any scrolls. Oh, I can do spell scroll 2nd level.
So you can just grab short sword +1 and just drag it to your inventory.
Is there a limit on how many weapons I can hold at once?
Well, I mean, you have one in each hand, so that's pretty much your limit. I mean, the real answer here is you can keep as many things on your body as possible within reason. Like if you're carrying like 2 short swords and 17 daggers, like at a certain point we got to play with the how quick can you get to those other weapons kind of deal. But Yeah, you could carry as much stuff as you want. We're not really playing with encumbrance too much. We will later, only because at a certain point, like, you don't have an arsenal with you. Like, it's not really feasible. But when you have a pack animal or some type of other means of conveyance other than your 2 feet, easier to kind of shift stuff around. Or maybe you want to put it in a bank, or, maybe you'll have a stronghold of your own, perhaps, to call home. Yeah, I mean, normally, within limits, right? If you want to have 4 daggers, that seems reasonable, right? You got a couple of swords, that seems reasonable, right?
Okay.
But she likes my gestures. I see it. Gotta talk with my hands.
We can have Karas dragon hold everything else, I guess.
Just have poor
Like a
little
pack
Artarax
mule?
just like
Oh my
carrying
God.
shit.
You know how
Give him
tiny
a
that
give him
thing
a
is?
backpack.
Just kidding.
Just the smallest pack mule you've ever seen.
One thing at a time.
So can we invite him back to Renara's place?
Yes. We should see if there's search thoroughly the rest of this tower if there's anything left. And then we should go back to the settlement and tell Renara you're okay.
So as you Adron's excited to get back and head back to Dragon's Rest. You guys took a boat. So do you want to take the boat back, or do you want to be the world's worst rental car customer and just leave that crap somewhere?
We can portage
That's
the
their
boat.
boat. You took the rowboat. Do you want to row back?
How could we portage the boat?
How else would
Is
we
it
get
of a
back?
size that we could technically portage it, or is it too big for that?
To portage it across the
Also,
back on the.
Before we leave, I want to make sure that we have that dragon key.
I have it in my inventory, so I assume I do.
Yeah, because it was here. Well, Yuki used it, so I mean, do we want to retcon this whole thing? How would you be able to use the key if it's in your? No, I was kidding. The key was here, so I'm assuming you're to pick it up as you leave.
We'll pick it up. Well, we're gonna use it to have to walk back across here anyway.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, I'll attach a rope to it, equip it to this side, get across, yank the rope, pull it to me.
I mean,
we're good.
You could also just be like, hey, Adron, you seem like a really cool bronze dragon. Can you just grab that key when we go across and just say, fucking fly it to us? Like, he could do that too. He's a nice guy. He's thankful for you killing Sparkrender. You guys are like besties, right? So the trip back to Dragon's Rest after you collect the key and collect the loot from the secret library, it takes you about 2.5 hours, 3 hours, I think, give or take, because it takes longer to row it. You don't want to portage the boat just because, I think it would probably take you more time to portage the boat versus just rowing it.
We'll send a kobold to go get the boat.
Oh, you're gonna hike back and dispatch a kobold?
I mean, I don't know. It's up to everyone else. What do you guys want to row back? Or walk back?
I mean, I'm fine with rowing. That's how we got here, right?
Fair enough. We'll row back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Adron slowly just kind of circles you and flies along above, right as you row back. Your own little mini dragon protector.
Adron, can you go into human? Can you go into human form?
He tells you he can, but only for short periods of time.
Well, I just feel like we might want to do that when we get into the settlement, so we don't start to commotion.
Fucking panic everybody. Yeah, and he was gonna tell you that, right? Like, hey, I'm gonna land outside if we can. I'll just meet you on the beach or something out of view. That way I can change back into my human form. He's like, I can hold it for about half a day. I'm not that practiced with it because he's just a little wormling. He's not even a young adult yet, right? So he's a little baby, slightly over a bibby.
Itty bitty dragon committee.
The itty bitty dragon committee.
My God.
Sparkrender, you were done dirty, son. You were done dirty. All right. But yeah, so now we're back. I'm not gonna make a token for him right now, but we're back here. Boom, Dragon's Rest. Oop, if I can click the button. And do you want to start at the temple? Because I'm assuming you're gonna walk back up past, your old bedroom, down here in the bottom.
Yeah, we will make our way to the temple.
Okay.
Okay, and Adron's in human form, and Renara meets you there, and she recognizes Adron immediately, and you can see her break into a smile because she's back in her human form, right? And she goes over and hugs him, and he hugs her back, and he just looks at her and says, I if you could forgive me, I would like to stay here and study longer with you. And while I don't agree that our ancient enemies, right, should not be fought, but I think it would be best if I understand how to control my rage, control my anger towards them, and learn that from you, if not learning how to be a pacifist. Because she purely focuses on pacifism. She doesn't participate. She doesn't fight. She's done it for hundreds of years. Tied up to that. But he wants to learn how to he wants to learn how to temper his anger, because he's young and angry and hormonal. He's a little wormling dragon. He's gonna blossom into a young adult dragon. His body's gonna go through all these changes, right?
Teenagers are the same in any race.
And Renara pulls out a stone and sets it to the side from the wall of the temple, and she hands you about 250 gold pieces. She says, "I told you I'd reward you for helping the island and bringing Adron back to me." And they stand side by side as she just kind of holds his hand, and she says, "Oh, we must tend to your wounds." She's like, "Before you depart, please, come see me again." And then she starts to wander off down the path with Adron, and he thanks you and says, "For helping me and finding me, I'm going to keep an eye out for you." So you made a friend.
Yay, dragon friend.
Fucking Taylor has this look of like, am I about to get screwed? Things have gone so well. Is there going to be no, what's happening? So yeah, so now, and she has paid you. You walked out with this huge amount of wealth, and you've solved the mysteries of Storm Ragaio.
All right.
After we leave the temple, Garmy is very good at quietly not say anything to anybody and make his way to the shop where the winged kobold sister lives, whose name I can't remember off the top of my head right now. Mira, the one whose brothers we just murdered, or one of them we murdered. The other one, the Sturgis did it.
More like you.
I
Yeah,
did.
we didn't murder him. I mean,
We is a strong word.
our hands are clean.
The one that I murdered. What was her name again?
Oh, you mean the two? Oh, Mila? You want to go talk to
Mila,
Mila?
that's it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Mila's brothers. And she's in her workshop because, I mean, it's about late afternoon now, going on, about dark o'clock because of daylight savings time ending. So it's probably about, 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
I very quietly make my way in and just kind of knock on her door. Mila? Mila, are you here?
And so she peeks around the corner, right? And, her wings are open, she's mostly healed, so you can see her wings, and they're no longer wrapped or bandaged. And she says, "Yes?" And she waves you with her little taloned hand. Come
Down
in.
here. Down here. Yes.
I mean,
We
y'all
met
about the
other day.
same height, right? What she can look down like 3 inches.
Oh yeah, she's a kobold. Yeah.
She's a kobold. You guys
Yeah,
are
I
almost
forgot.
already eye to eye, right?
So, I regret to give you some sad news.
She kind of cocks her head to the side and squints at you, and she says, "What?"
I met your brother before he passed.
So her eyes kind of light up for a moment, and then she says, "He passed? But which brother did you meet?"
Well, the other one when I met was already gone. I met them both, but one was already gone.
And she falls to her knees in front of you, and now you're actually taller than she is, as she kind of like just leans forward, right? And you can see her kind of rock a little bit. And you can't see it, but you kind of detect that might be crying. You can hear it kind of choking it back, and she, through with like her like with a cracked voice, she says, Tell me what happened to them. How did they die?"
Oof.
Well,
Valiantly.
we were sent by Renar. I don't know if you saw us coming to town with that stranger, but we were sent by Renar to go find him. He was on a observatory on the other side of the island, and we found them. We found your brothers there. They were fighting those Sturges that you had to fight. That you injured your wings. One was too injured, too hurt. By the time we got there, we weren't able to save him. The other was alive. But he wasn't him. He was in servitude of a blue dragon. And he called his friends to him, and they stabbed me. And we fought. And I'm sorry. Before it was... If there's any consolation, it was very quick.
And loud. And bloody.
She lunges up to her feet and she grabs you. And I need you to go ahead and I need you to do a persuasion check for me. Charisma would be probably, or persuasion would be fine. Unless you want to intimidate this poor girl who you told you just murdered her brother.
I am not resisting at all. I'm letting her, and that shows in my roll.
So she hooks her claws into your robes, and she pulls her face towards yours. And then you feel her grip relax, and she puts her hand to your chest. And she says, I love my brothers, but they made their choice. And then she says, can you leave me be? And she turns around, and she goes back into her workshop.
I'm sorry. And as I turn around, and as I leave, I take the 9 gold, which is the only gold I have in my pocket, because I let the tall, big people hold on to all the money. And I'm just going to leave the 9 gold I have on her table as I walk out, because it's all the gold I have. It's not enough, but...
And she turns back to you, and her wings are kind of slumped, and they've kind of fallen. And she says no. And then with her taloned fingers, she just pushes the gold back towards you and says, no. But anything you need, I will help you with if I can. But she says, just please leave me be for a while in my grief.
And take the gold back, and I leave.
All right, what else do you want to do while you're here? So it's about
Army
dinner
does
time.
nothing. He's feeling awful. He's just going to go hide in a room and cry.
Man, I want to cry. I want to cry right now. So the rest of the afternoon passes, and the word of the death of Mech and Min have made it through the Kobold community. And everybody, as you approach them at dinner time, they sit with you, and snarky little Zenek isn't making any jokes at you, and it's very solemn. Adron and Renara join, and it's a very quiet dinner. Like, nobody's talking; they're just eating their food. And you notice that Mila's absent from your meal, and Varnoth walks up to you and sits down next to Yuki and says, "I heard you killed a blue dragon wormling today. What happened? Tell me of it."
It was definitely a long and hard-fought battle, and I could not have done it without my partners. But at the end, I was able to take the beast at the neck and finish it off. So.
And she sits back and she slams her fist on the table, and she's like, "If I was still running my mercenary company, I would still want you to fight with me, because you're right. What made us strong wasn't me. It was all of us." And she looks over at Garmy and she says, "Just like when we fought that gnome rebellion, it wasn't any one of these soldiers, any one of these fighters. It was everybody." She pounds the table again and she says, "Good job. If I need anybody, I'll try to find your group." She's like, "Because I have sworn that I will be a pacifist, but I didn't say I wouldn't have other people fight for me." And she kind of walks out of the cafeteria area.
Rhea nudges Yuki, but you can't steal that leg.
All right, fuck it. Hold up. You know what?
Don't you do it.
Oh,
Do not.
You'd have to roll a natural 20 to do it. And even then, it'd be sus.
It's a pretty high DC that she's not gonna notice.
So tempted.
All right, never mind. I won't do it.
Sure? I mean, I'll let you do it. You know I
I'll do it.
will.
Maybe it'll be like a running joke every time we
Or I
encounter.
don't know.
So I'll assume you want to take a shit. So you're trying to steal her shit right now? So she turns around and she looks at you and she says, "You all are some funny people. Humans, half elves, elves, gnomes." She's like, if you really want this leg, I can send you to the actual artificer who made this for me. And she says, "But again, good job on that dragon." And then she keeps on walking and
She's
just
not
completely
even
ignores
mad.
She's just losing her shit right now.
She's not even mad. She doesn't care.
Oh,
you. You just killed a fucking blue dragon wormling. That's an impressive feat for like young adventurers. Like she has respect for you and she
Silent,
likes
roll
you.
again. Get the fucking leg. Just get it now.
no,
And
we're gonna do
suddenly,
one per encounter. Ugh.
one person, he's like, "I want to push my luck. I don't want to push my
Take
luck."
the real one now. Screw the amputated one. Just
God, you're the best.
Just amputate the other leg and take it.
Oh fuck, dude.
Group
Just give me
name:
one
the Leg
second.
Stealers.
Oh.
No,
What,
we'll
no?
we'll come with something eventually better.
I want no part in that.
So, do you want to take a long rest?
Yeah.
Short rest. I mean, it's about dinner. It's about bedtime. Time passes, right? You guys are mending your clothes. You're probably out there trying to figure out how do you get gnome guts out of leather, or kobold guts.
gut.
I'm sorry. Yeah, there was some. That's nasty. Like you just had. That's got to be smelly. So
So,
as you start to
DM,
fall asleep.
real
Yes.
quick, I would like to know, because I want to talk either with the rules of transcribing a spell into my spell book. It takes 2 hours for each level of spell, so it'd take me 4 hours to take that whole person spell and put it in my spell book. It also costs 50 gold per spell level. So if Breyer will spot me the 100 gold from our bank, from our holdings,
The Bank
would
de
I be able to
Brea.
do? Would I be able to accomplish putting that spell scroll in my book tonight, or is that going to take several nights?
I mean, it says it takes 2 hours, right?
2 hours per spell level, so the second level spell should take 4 hours total.
Yeah, say for it. So it would take half your long rest, basically.
Well, I mean, you said it was only dinner time. I assume working a
Yeah,
little
I
bit
would
after
say,
dinner.
before bed. Yeah, I mean, you could say it's like 6 o'clock, so 10, wake up at 6 the next morning. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm fine with that. You should be
So,
able to transfer.
Breyer, are you willing to subtract 100 gold from party funds for the wizard's ink and paper addiction?
Yeah.
She's like, "I think I can afford to
Yeah,
spot you that,
I
but
think
I'm
we
going to
can do
charge,
that.
I'm a credit card company, so I'm going to charge you 27% interest, but I'm going to bill a portion of that every single day, and it's going to compound. So, yeah, I mean, you're only going to owe me 129 by Tuesday."
Ah. You want us adding uh, the DDB spells or the SRD spells?
You can
What do we
do the DDB spells. Those are
Okay.
the imports from D&D Beyond. The SRD is just the import from the standard rules. There shouldn't really be any difference, but just use the DDB items if there's one of both.
And now it's in my spells, it's in my book, and the spell scroll is deleted. Log
So
rest.
as you lay down and you start to meditate and fall into some weird meditative trance and other people sleep, you find yourself waking again in a field of stars with the stars just slowly rotating above you. And in the distance, you see a man wearing very ornate armor, and he's carrying a large lance in his hands over his shoulder. And you see him approaching a silver dragon. And then you hear a voice cry out that says, "Huma, are you gonna make it to this battle?" And he turns and you can see his face, and he's like an older man, probably about my age, right, low 40s, and he's just got like a mustache that's slightly turning gray. And you can see like that on his on the dragon, there's a shield attached to a saddle, this large silver dragon. And you see an emblem that appears to be some type of bird holding a sword in its talons. But this man, he turns and he's genuinely handsome, but he's got a little bit of gray, looks a little weathered, right? Kind of darkish skin from a tan, and he says, "I'll be there to fight the enemy. That's what us knights do." And then everything starts to kind of fade, and then you wake up the next morning, and you've all seen the same vision. You all feel well rested. And that's how you start your day, and that is the end of today's session. Namaste.
Question: Did
Answer.
killing a dragon cause us to level up?
That'll happen next time.
Not quite
Okay.
there yet.
We'll do it this week. Let me change it back. Yes, you will be level 4 now.
Yeah.
I was gonna do it after the next session, but it's not gonna make any difference based on what I have planned. So yeah, you can be level 4 now. It's not gonna hurt anything. So we'll level up
Ooh.
this week. You get access to feats or ability score increases, bum,
Well,
and whatever.
we have a
level 4
lot to
features you
talk
have.
about, group. Level 4 is a big level up. Level 4 is big.
You'll level up to 5 again pretty quick, but after that, it's gonna slow down because just the
We
power
have
creep. You need time to enjoy what you do as you become more
options.
awesome.
I'm already
Yeah, but
leveled up.
Yeah.
You get really good options at level 4. You can expand your utility, you can expand your damage. You really get to make your character your own, because this is where you can choose to take a feat. And there's a lot of feats that are options that are available.
Does anyone take pictures
Well-
of them?
3, 4, and 5 are what I call pretty good power gaps.
You got
right?
it.
Like there's a pretty good power curve that hits at 3, 4, and 5, where you just get access to a lot more stuff that you didn't. Like ultimately, and I know it sounds crazy because this is what our 9th session, something like that. I don't remember how many it is. Like there's just a big power jump, right? And and this is like really like up to 3 is what I would call like that's the tutorial. Like if you played one of the older Assassin's Creed games where it's like the tutorial was like 6 hours long as Connor, like that's kind of how level 1 through 3 is, right? Like it's just like you're really learning the basics and how to do everything and understanding your characters, and it feels like you guys do. But yeah, that's all I have planned for today. I really don't want to move on to the next stuff because we only really have like 20 minutes left, right? So, but that was great. You guys fought the dragon and you won. Nobody died. See, nobody died.
There was a
It was
chance
close.
there.
It
mean,
was
Like
close.
I totally thought when Garmy was back up, like, oh, all right, and then he's just gonna drop a claw on me and I'll be down again.
What is the deal with the health potions? Since I used one, I don't have any more. Do we have enough for everyone to have one?
I have
No.
2.
Well, one of
Well-
those you put it down my throat.
But you used it off of your sheet, right?
I believe I still have
No. I used another one off of my sheet, so you need to mark one off of your sheet.
Okay.
2. I still have 2.
And then Carouse had to delete the one off of her sheet.
Yeah, I
So-
already
So we have
used it.
3 total left amongst us.
Okay, so if Yuki has 2, Yuki, do you want to give one to either Karast or Garmy?
I can give the one that I have left to one of you too, since y'all are the squishies.
I mean, I won't turn one
Yeah.
down.
So I'll just mark them
Garmy.
both off, and one of y'all can add it.
Turn down some cure wounds potion sounds like a great idea to me. While you're at
No.
it, you should split the party.
Brea just pulls
Yeah.
out one. She's like, I tried to give this to you before.
I will take that potion of healing off your hands. There, now I have a potion of healing again.
I'm gonna add one to my sheet too. And then Silent,
So
you
you're
can just remove one.
So I have none now.
You don't have one, and all the rest of us have one. That works.
Okay, I'll remove one.
I mean, you do have the hit points of like
Yeah.
2 characters together.
You have
What?
2 Garmies worth of hit points, I think.
Wait, do I get more hit points since we're
Yeah,
leveling
when you
up?
level
More,
up,
yeah,
again.
you'll get
Well,
more hit
and-
points.
There are some feats out there that'll practically double your hit points. Depending if you
With,
find the
like-
right one.
So how do like feats happen? How do those?
So you can choose at this level 4, to take a feat if you want a feat, and you can look through the list of a couple hundred feats that D&D
There's a lot of
Beyond
feats to
D&D has
choose
put
from.
out, and you
Are
can
you
be
gonna
like,
like offer us feats or?
you can
do it
choose from the list, and DM has to approve it. But
I
Start-
would generally say that I will allow for feats from the player's handbook and at least one other supplement. So like if there's feats in like the Sword Coast Adventurer's Guide, which is on D&D Beyond that you can see because it's shared, or you could use a feat from Tasha's, or if there's feats in those books, right? Because it's just I try to limit how many source books that it makes it easier for you to manage because they're so special. But yeah, if you want to use a feat, just let me know and we'll talk about it and see if it works. And yeah, that's fine.
You have two options at 4th level. This is where you really get to define your character utility. You can choose to take a feat, or you can simply just take 2 points to any attributes. Like you could put a point in charisma and a point in strength, or 2 points in strength, or 2 points in constitution.
But it maxes out at 20.
It does max out at 20.
So if you're at 19, there really might not be. You could go to 20, but you couldn't go to 21. Yeah. Can't go above 20 without magical help.
What? And there are some feats out there that'll give you like a point in wisdom and some other bonuses. So this is a really good opportunity. I just put in our campaign chat a list to the feats in D&D Beyond. And you can start looking through that list.
There's a crap ton of them. Don't take anything from like Rick and Morty's, okay? Don't take anything from I'm happy to if you want to take something potentially from like Critical Role material. But start at the player's handbook, look at those, and look at the other feats, and find what you want to make sense. Because what's fun for me as a DM is now I get to design encounters to challenge and counter you. Which sounds terrible, like we're some type of opposition, but I want to challenge your character, right? So if you think about it, that owlbear was really designed to challenge you, Brea, right? Because that owlbear is something that can pump out a lot of damage pretty quick, right?
It got me.
And you'll start running into enemies that are also better too. So you're going to run into enemy casters that use more spells. You're going to run into different monsters and things like that. That is going to expand, and it's going to be. Let's put it in context. This is a very difficult fight, and I want the fights that you have in the future to make you do the same thing and say, I'm glad we have a week to think about what we're going to do next.
Like you could take options. Like just an example of some feats that you could take, Brea. Sentinel is a feat that you could take that. Every time you hit a character, they then can't move for the next turn. Their speed becomes 0. So it's a way to prevent people from running away from you.
While you rage and then beat the shit out of them.
Pretty much.
Right.
So
what is it with rage? If you don't take damage or you don't hit, your rage ends, right?
Yeah. Or
you want to be able to always...
Savage Attacker, where you can reroll your damage dice once per turn if you want. If you don't like how much damage, I only rolled a 1 for damage. Re-roll that. Oh wait, now I got a 10.
And there's feats for range too. So like Carouse will be able to benefit from range feats if Carouse wants to primarily use for bow. There's all types of stuff. So take your time and look through your feats.
I don't see anything.
Because again, and depending on who you are. So like Garmy at level 4, you're gonna get what? You're still gonna be. What spell slots do you get at level 4?
Let me double check.
And Carouse might get an extra spell slot at level 4 too. I think.
No,
I can't remember.
I don't.
What you get bummed?
At
okay.
level 4, I have 3 second level spots and 4 first level spots, but I do get a new cantrip. I get a new cantrip and a new second level spell slot, and I get a few new spells. I think I get 2 spells.
And feats are optional, but I want to use them because they're cool.
I love feats. I feel feats allow you to get a truly custom character. Without it, okay, I'm just going to throw attributes and I'm paying a basic ranger. I throw in sharpshooter, and now I have a ranger that can shoot 300 feet.
So do I do the prerequisite that I'm a wood elf?
Insane.
Because if I do that, nothing shows up.
Some things don't have any prerequisites. So you don't necessarily need to have to set prerequisites.
Okay, gotcha.
Because some things have no prerequisites at all.
Okay.
Yeah, if you wanted to be silly, right? You could choose actor. Your charisma goes up by 1 to a max of 20. You get advantage on charisma checks for performance and deception, right? If you want to try to mimic somebody else, right? You can mimic the speech of another person or sounds made by creatures. You might have heard them speaking or heard the creature make a sound for at least 1 minute. As an insight check contested by your charisma allows somebody to determine if you're faking or not, right? It adds more flavor to characters. It's more interesting than in my opinion, taking an ability score increase, right? Because normally, if you choose a feat, you don't get the ability score increase.
There
Right.
are a few
Off.
feats that do give you ability score increases, but it's usually 1 point versus
Sure,
2
versus
that you
2.
take normally. If you ever want to take a feat but don't want to know what you want to take, one of my favorites, and this is pretty much good for just about anybody, and it's a great way to piss off your DM, is to take Lucky.
Lucky.
Yeah,
Yes.
that one kind of sucks. That one's kind of annoying.
Told by somebody else to think about
Well,
Lucky.
Lucky is one of those things. You have 3 luck points. You roll a dice and I roll a natural 1, but wait, I'm feeling lucky, and you just re-roll it again, and there you go. I got a natural 20. Perfect. And
And you get them back like after every long rest. You get all your luck points back, so it's
Yeah.
pretty powerful.
That's
And
OP.
it's a good option, especially if you don't have like the feature that Garmy gets, where it's like I have portents and I can change roll, right?
it's like a more powerful portent in a way, because portent's limited to it's 2 numbers that I roll at the start of the day, and I don't necessarily know what those are going to be. Where Lucky is, I choose to re-roll and I can do it 3 times. I only got 2 portents. I eventually get 3.
I like the one that I think is really funny too, that I really like in just in the player's handbook, because all of them have utility depending on how you want to play.
Yeah.
And if I add a lot of casters, Mage Slayer's pretty funny, right? Because if you're adjacent and you're attacking a mage and they cast a spell, you can use a reaction to automatically get an attack on them. Like you hate casters, you have some type of trauma that you want to take out on these casters, which is good. Like if you're in a magic heavy setting, right? But there's a bunch, right? There's just a bunch of things, like because sometimes you might because of your class might be limited to certain things, but maybe you're like, hey, I want to take or maybe like medium armor master, for example, right? Like you have medium armor, you're already proficient with medium armor, but now you're so practiced with it that if you have medium armor and you do a stealth check, you no longer do it at disadvantage, right? It just depends on how you want to play, right? But yeah, take some time to look through them because some of them are pretty cool. Right, and like just let me know what feats you want to add, and yeah, that sounds fine.
I imagine this
I
would
don't
be
think-
really hard for a GM to like, keep
What's
track
that?
of all of this.
That'd be confusing.
I mean, I look at your character sheets like once a week to make sure you ain't juicing yourselves with pure. No, I'm just kidding. Like I still look at them, but it's the most challenging and the fun part about the creation is helping determine what is the best way to challenge the group, so that not every fight, because I mean there's some guidelines about how many types of fights you should have or encounters like you should have per day and stuff like that. And like one thing you don't want to do is like I wouldn't want you to fight 3 blue dragon wormlings in one day, right? Like you'd run out of spell slots, you'd run out of hit points, you'd run out of potions. So it's just about making some fights fun. So you might have a lot of fights that you're going to run across that are pretty straightforward. We just go kill shit because we're heroes. And other fights would be more challenging. But, I mean, it's a bit hard, but, like, I just go look, and Garmy's in it too, so he can look. And my only ask is that my how to describe it. You guys can keep your character sheets in front of you, so you can always reference it once you made your choice, right? And if we're not sure, we just go look it up real quick. Oh, okay, yeah, that's what the rules is written say. Kind of like Garmy's.
A lot of these feats are so heavily play tested, none of them break. There's a few that could be broken if you.
Silence over there, like challenge accepted.
I'm looking.
I'm
through
gonna
all
steal
of
that
this.
leg, girl.
You totally can break your character, like make a completely broken character if you want to spend the entire time min-maxing. But I find that so much less fun.
This is why Husher had to nerf me in the first place. This is why I'm a basic human, and not what was it? What was the other one?
It was a human variant, but it gave you
There
like
we
a
go.
feat at level 1 and some other stuff, which is fine. But like when you know how to play the game, or you're more used to playing the game, the utility of your character, if you haven't played, it's a little bit harder to understand how to do it right, or what might be optimal for the way you want to play. Everybody's like, I want to retcon myself because I want to find a way to get that Drake Warden Ranger in here somehow. Drake Warden sounds cool as shit. Are you eating cookies without us? Did you bring enough for the entire party?
Nope.
This is bullshit.
Rex gave this to me.
She's like,
So rude.
it was the dragon stress made me need to eat cookies. That's right, I got chocolate ice cream in there, so that's what I'm gonna have later.
I have no idea. Ooh, that could be interesting.
Look at it, Garmin's
See, I'm
over
looking.
there.
Yeah, I'm sitting here scrolling through feats like, what does Garmy actually want? And I haven't decided.
I'm gonna be looking at this for like the next hour or something.
Oh yeah, I'll be looking at this for the next week.
Okay, cool.
I'm just looking through something here. Yeah, blah blah blah.
I will be right back.
But yeah, we'll level up to level 4 this week. Let me know what feat you want to add, what feat you can get. Just you can just always message me on Discord and say, hey, can you take a look at my character sheet because I added this feat or whatever. And but yeah, no, awesome, good job on the dragon fights. And I knew nobody was gonna die. I wasn't worried.
I was worried. I was very worried.
I mean, if it was another dragon, they might get multi-attack, like tail, claw, and teeth. Right? Plus a breath weapon. So, he did not. He's a little baby worm. He's a little blue. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look, this is the last surviving photo of Sparkrender on his vacation to Stormwreck Island before he...
Oh, my God.
Wow. So, found on his GoPro in the cave-in.
Rude.
He's an evil dragon. He's not somebody you could... Like, because I was thinking about it when you were talking in the group chat. You know, can you befriend a dragon? Sure, you can absolutely befriend a dragon. But can you tame one? Could Brea be tamed by someone? Like, they're just hyper intelligent with a strong desire to do what they want, right? So, I mean, but you could befriend them and they could fly you somewhere, absolutely. You just probably couldn't make one.
Yeah, I just want to be able to like fist bump them every now and then.
And I hope the sad music really kind of reached the climax during the whole talking to Mila about
it did.
Poor brothers. Yeah, I increased the volume on my side too. I'm like, let's turn the feel meter up to 10, shall we?
Yeah,
that was rough.
That was great. It was fun. Hope you guys had fun too.
I did.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go to...
We'll say this. Garmy wasn't going to leave it at not apologizing and not confronting. He wasn't just going to leave that empty and open.
Yeah, I was like, wonder if he's just going to lie.
No,
What would this do to his alignment if he just straight up deceives about murdering her brothers?
Once that was decided on the back end that was the action that was going to be taken, I knew it was probably going to kill him. I knew Garmy was probably going to be a murderer. He was probably going to feel guilty. But it was the right decision tactically in his mind.
His little kobold, man, kobolds ain't the brightest, right? You know what I mean? They're not the sharpest tools in the shed, so... Oh, cool, dragon says he wants to make me more powerful? I'm like a mini dragon. Look at me, I'm a reptile.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. No, that was a good interaction. If you guys ever spent your inspiration, I would probably give you more inspiration.
I used mine like 2 weeks ago.
Did you? Yeah, take one. You get one for that. You get one for that conversation.
I think I still
and
have
Yuki,
one checked,
if Yuki doesn't have inspiration... I think Yuki should get inspiration for the whole, like, straight up Dragon Slayer.
Yeah, that
Yuki
was
the
good.
Dragon... Juliana the Dragon Slayer, I'm sorry. Juliana the Dragon Slayer.
Awesome.
You've got, like, split personalities now.
Oh, that was
man.
awesome.
Oh, that would be a plot twist.
Juliana's the one that tries to steal the leg.
Oh, there you go. Oh my god, we're writing that in somewhere.
No, keep talking.
But
I like this.
maybe Karas isn't the one with a hidden child. It's Yuki's hidden child, Juliana.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
Somebody's having
I
a
just
baby.
had a really awesome idea that I can't wait to add to the campaign. It's not about a baby though. Don't you worry about that. Ain't no kids. Ain't no babies here.
Good. Okay. I'm gonna end stream now.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye, viewers. Hope it was fun.
Bunga?
Now I can switch back. Now I can switch back over to the stream.
Okay, bye. Okay. Hello. That was fun. That was exhausting. I have spent like a solid all of today, like super terrified that everyone was gonna die. So I'm really happy that we're live and we leveled up. That's exciting. I'm excited to go into my character and like make it kind of unique. That's a cool, interesting little thing I didn't know was a thing. Is that it for the night? That is, yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out. We're gonna raid We're gonna raid, so don't leave quite yet. If you are a subscriber and you want to be part of the raid, you can copy paste the top raid call. If you are not, you can copy and paste the bottom raid call. We raided into this person not too long ago, but we're gonna do it again because I never get to raid into them. Thank you guys so much for being here, for hanging out. This is such a fun thing to learn, and I'm really, really happy to be able to do it with you. Finally here for a Tater Raid? Hell yeah, Thank you guys so much for being here, though. I appreciate it. Let me get this raid going. And let's give Gnome some love, because he deserves it. He's playing Fortnite right now. And he's only about an hour into stream, so it'll be perfect. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. I'll be back on Monday. Also, you guys, I got a notification that my PlayStation 5 has shipped. So that's really, 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 really exciting. It's shipped and on the way. So, I don't know. However long it takes to finish Grounded, then we'll start playing some PS5 stuff. I'm pumped. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. It means a lot to me. I don't think we will be doing D&D next weekend. Or sorry, next Friday. We'll see what the plan is. I'll let you guys know closer. But thank you for being here. I love you. I appreciate you. And you guys you're just amazing humans. So thank you for being here. I hope you have fantastic weekends. I'll be back Monday with more Grounded. And I'm going to try and fix my computer this weekend, so wish me luck on that. If you want, you can follow my socials. I would appreciate it. All of these are uploaded to YouTube, and I'm on Instagram and Twitter as well. Anyway, Mods, thank you for being here. Forum, thank you for everything that you do. Noosebuzz, thanks for checking me out. Old Spuzz, thanks for coming back. I'll see you guys later, okay? Okay, bye!